Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Wednesday night game of TORGanized play. Before I hand this off to Mark, so we can jump us into tonight's episode, I want to give the usual shout outs to Roll20, which is what you're seeing in the middle of the screen here. Allows our game masters to pop out maps and any kind of artwork they want to share with the players for immersion, as well as for our viewers to be able to keep up with what's going on. Miniatures have not been popped out on the screen yet. I think that was asked, but we have not done so as of yet. But some of the miniatures that we use, such as the one I just popped out, are created through Hero Forge. Hero Forge is a website which allows you to create a custom miniature that you can have shipped to you anywhere from basic miniature size, like for your tabletop games, to a statuette size if you just want it displayed on your bookshelf. If you're a subscriber, you can turn that into a digital version so you can use in your digital games. Down below our screen here, if you're watching us on Twitch, has a nice little bio that tells you about our channel. Well, in that bio, there is a link to the side for Extra Life. You click on that link and you can give and help out with the Children's Miracle Network as well as the Children's Hospitals. We leave it running year-long so that you can give when you can give and when you'd like to. Down below, if you're also watching us on Twitch, you'll notice in the chat bar there's a little bubble-looking object. Now, unfortunately, TORGanized Play nor our Vampire the Masquerade on Sunday has devised anything that you can spend those on. But you know what? Robert runs D&D game on Friday evenings with us. Help us give him some more chaos to deal with, because it's not like the players don't give him enough as it is.
Question.
Yes.
Can people spend those points to help Robert?
You can use them to help or hurt, either way.
This is on Fridays. Because my Fridays are free now, and I'd be more than happy to help Robert.
Well, if your Fridays are so free, we could use another chaos maker.
Well, hold on. That's your discussion. I'm actually technically a little busy. I figured I'd talk to you while I'm working on something. I'm no longer GMing on Friday. Somebody else has taken over that duty for me.
But Rod just wants to roll hand grenades in the room and walk away without consequences.
That's correct. They'll be playing right over there on the other side of the desk, so it'd be hard to do both, I think.
Sure. Okay. Understood. But yes, you could give advantage and disadvantage to whomever you wish to. You can give magic items, GUI rewards. We even have it set up that if you spend the higher amount of points, you can give to everybody at the table. That includes the DM. Now, if you wish, you can give just a single item to the DM, or a GUI reward or whatever, just to the DM himself as well. Whichever you want to do. But that's not this game. That is Friday game, and we'll discuss more about that on Friday. So why don't I just hand it off to Mark so he can jump us into tonight's chaos.
All right, so those previously mentioned minis, go ahead, if you haven't dragged yours out there, go ahead and get it on the board so we know everybody can move their tokens around. And we've already got
I need to get the actual token. For some reason, it's erased from my character, so...
Okay. Let's give you a name. Who's that? Who am I looking at?
No. I'm getting the token right now. I just have to go into my files and browse.
Well, we've got a couple that don't have nameplates. So let's see. Who is that? That is. Is that?
And the gray is Aiden.
Remember, you can always
That's Aiden.
You can always click it and add the nameplate, Mark.
I am, but it's not. There's nothing there. I just had to figure out who it was so I could do that.
They were not done correctly.
Yeah, there was nothing in there to be. I clicked the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
In our absence of 2 months, Roll20 an update.
You're welcome.
They did some shit, yeah.
Hey, okay.
Oh, who is that? Who just moved down? Is that Hanuk? That's not Hanukkah. That's
no, the green is Bjorn.
Bjorn? Okay, because it doesn't have Bjorn. Bork. It won't have the little accents, but hey, it is one.
Hey, no. Here, don't worry. I was going to add his nameplate.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Do what you think. All right. So let's see. There's 6 of you out there. Everybody's moved around. We're good to go. We're all in one little lump sum.
Fireball.
Right, so just for everybody's edification, I think everybody online knows, the viewers don't, but this is going to be a play test on top of a premiere of episode 2 for the redacted storyline. So as we go through this, if you guys have any feedback you want to give me on this, feel free. We're gonna play through it, but you know, if the fight seems like it's too easy, seems like it's too hard, the DM's too easy, too hard, something doesn't seem right or off or whatever, I take criticism well. Just toss it at me and I'll put it in the notes so that when I update this and I put it out on Roll20 or Roll20 on drive-through, we can make it more enjoyable for everybody else. Which is a nice thing for everybody who's watching. Is if you've never seen how a play test works, we're going to kind of do one online, and you're going to see some of the feedback between the players and the GMs as we go. That's going to make the play, in some cases, I'm certain, we'll have some play that doesn't go quite to plan. But yeah, and that doesn't get you guys off the hook for your decisions. And oh, hey, look, we have our first organized play TPK.
When you and I had talked about it, you had said, we had said, hey, I don't think anyone's ever really done a play test on stream. Let's show folks kind of how that goes.
Which is
through it, and so I figured we figured it's, hey, this will be unique, hopefully, and maybe about someone.
And if it doesn't work right, and we're all like, well, that kind of sucked, Mark. Don't do that again. Okay, well, we did it once. We just put a little tick in the box, and we won't do it again. But as you can see from my background, the Loma Pardo incident, which is episode 1 of this storyline, is live on drive-thru right now. So there's my shameless plug for that. And if you're watching, because I noticed when I went over to the Twitch stream that we have 170 subscribers to the channel. So I think saying that we have a fan is disingenuous. If they're not part of TORGanized Play, I can't imagine how they wouldn't be. If they're not part of TORGanized Play, they ought to go to get on the Facebook page, because I'm going to be putting tables up for this when it finishes. But if you want to play, Dan's going to hate this, but if you want to play, don't watch this. Or hide your information when you know it. All right, so we got everybody. Let's go ahead and get cards drawn out. We're going to be in Core Earth today. So everybody get your Cosm card and your 4 Destiny cards, which we should be shuffled.
Nope, it says trying to draw from deck, no more cards.
Which one? That one?
Destiny.
Yep.
So hang on. I'm going to do a thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had drive offensively too.
Oh. I know you hate that. Recall and shuffle. Recall. Shuffle. All right, now we should be good to go.
I almost wrote a scene that where somebody had the drive offensive card, it would be like awesome for them. Just
Just so it'd be there.
Totally need to.
So drive offensively works for the Blood on the Blasted Lands. That's a great mod for that card, I think, because you do a lot of traveling.
There's a few out there that it's like, oh, okay, if it came up at the right time, but then you don't have it when you need it,
Well, I mean, they can't all be special.
Well,
I mean, they could, but hey. All right, so we're good to go. All right, so previously on Torg Eternity, this is a mission that comes after episode 1, Loma Pardo incident, in the redacted storyline. A couple of points that you guys can recall from that mission. This is with the outcome of running all of the TORGanized Play tables on this. The Marquis de la Tormenta received the crate of hacked cyberpapal computer parts. Paladin Moreau and Squire Frederica are both alive, though injured from the final battle. The Demon Abraxas did not survive. As far as everyone knows, that demon was defeated. The Storm Knights are on good terms with the Marquis de la Tormenta, the Spanish version of La Resistance. So anytime if you're in this storyline, if you get a card that relates to La Resistance, it applies to La Marquis de la Tormenta. All the truck data, including the logbook showing the port of origin in Spain, Constellation and Immortal Logistics, LLC Cadiz, and the destination map, Cortijo Monteranja, was retrieved and turned over to the Delphi Council. The data from Dr. Saito Hanada's research was retrieved. On that note, if you could help me, I may have misgendered Dr. Saito Hanada in this episode. It is supposed to be a she, and I may have swapped it over to a he. So help me if I start calling Dr. Saito Hinata he, please point that out to me so I can catch that. The incubators were not retrieved. Nobody found the incubators. You guys don't really know what those are, but you know what they are, but you didn't get the hardware for it, and you realized after the fact that there was actual hardware. The longshoreman is on good terms with the heroes. If you'll recall, he was your contact in Cadiz who helped you ingress in country, and then became contact for a few other things. And he assigned you the job of getting the container of computer parts, the hacked computer parts for the Maquis. The container with the strange stasis chambers was investigated and discovered to hold electronics, Pan-Pacific in origin, and Ares France core data was retrieved. That is pretty much the outcome from the Loma Pardo incident. Any questions? I'll take that gaping silence as a no. That handout we're going to leave for you guys. If you want to refer back to that, you can. There we go. The information that you returned to the Delphi Council from your mission into Spain pointed directly at Constellation Intermodal Logistics LLC in New Bern, North Carolina, and their offices, which happen to be on the edge of the Living Land Zone on the coast. And so you have been inserted into North Carolina from the sea, and you are just outside of the office's physical locations. So the way that we're starting this off, we're going to go ahead and do requisitions at this point. You're coming in. You are already in North Carolina, and we're going to figure out, based on your requisitions, where you are and how you are traveling to the New Bern offices of Constellation Intermodal Logistics LLC. So what requisitions do we have?
So I told you earlier I was going to requisition an Eternity Shard, but in order to save you time on having to make it, I did the charisma roll and realized I'm not going to waste resources on it. I'm done.
Okay. So yes, I do recall that. Is anybody else going to try for a shard of some kind, Hank Aaron's jersey or anything else?
Don't think I have any
Nope.
that I can actually go for, so.
Okay. Is anybody going to make any requisitions in Core Earth or the Living Land?
Sure. Aiden, I guess we'll go ahead and try to requisition a wall rocket. Seems to be the going rate for things when you're going to the Living Lands.
I, unlike some people, will let you take a law rocket into the Living Land because, by God, I understand the value of explosives against large carnivorous dinosaurs.
I say okay for the Living Land. I tend to not say okay when you guys are like, hey, we're going to Paris.
It's the best place for one of those
Have you seen
two.
Paris? There are places there that definitely need to be blown up.
What you do is you rename the law rocket the Coming to Jesus rocket.
Then they hand you one when you cross the border. Law rocket, go ahead. Come on, Aiden.
Yeah, it's 12, isn't it?
I'm looking it up. I think that's right.
Then I think it's just a straight out purchase.
It is if you're wealthy.
Yep. Aiden's wealthy.
Then buy two. They don't have any more than that to sell you.
I'm just going for the price and make sure I have it, and then get all the stats in it.
300.
300? Oh shoot, yeah, I'll buy two. Didn't pay for the last mission, but I don't think we did we? Did we get a chart on the last one?
What was?
Yeah.
Oh, so I still owe you a. I'm bad.
No.
What did
We got one from Mike, didn't we? For
No, I haven't gotten that one.
that's what I'm talking about. I haven't gotten that.
Oh,
one.
yay, not it.
You should have. Yeah, it's me. You would have gotten 5 times 2.
1250.
5x, so 1250.
All right, I'll add it to what I have now. All right, I bought 2,
Okay.
and I'll go ahead and
Anybody
take care
else?
of putting the information in.
Pavel's gonna buy a first aid kit, which is at a 9, so I think I can just buy it.
You can.
Because he needs that. And what's something
You are going into
appropriate?
Living Land. First aid kit wouldn't be a bad idea.
What's appropriate Living Land crazy thing to buy or requisition?
Well, I'm gonna say a tank because might not get too far with it.
I assume we're gonna get a survival kit.
I disagree with that. You can go very far with a tank in the Living Land.
As long as you have the right travel.
No, exactly.
You make
then-
use of that tank.
And
Yes.
then you can make it a hard point if you play your cards right. And I do mean play your cards right.
Yeah, wasn't there a hard point in one of the missions? It was a tank.
Well, actually, we on that when I had the tank, we were going to a hard point to defend it.
In the home game, we made a tank a hard point because Mark knew a thing, and he kept calling the Ma Deuce, the 50 cal on the top. He kept calling it Mama, and it imbued it with because he loved it. It was Grunt in the home game, and Grunt being a Marine who transformed knew what Mama was, but he couldn't say Ma Deuce, so he just called it Mama. And when Mama stopped working, Mama became a hard point, collapsing, but it was fun. Anyway, so is that all we got?
I'm trying to think if there's anything Bjorn wants, and I really cannot think of anything Bjorn would probably need.
I know things, so I'm not going to make any suggestions. But Rod doesn't know anything, so Rod can make suggestions.
About what? What people might need?
Yeah.
Pavel is going to requisition some Gara juice lotion,
Okay.
which is the it's the sunblock essentially, and protects gear or some gear from decaying as fast.
If you'll notice, the Living Lands world laws at the bottom of that one, stolen shamelessly from the TORGanized play
Okay.
GM site. Thank you, Rod. Copied and pasted in here. There is a Delphi survival kit. You get one.
They don't have any sort of like poison antidote in Living Land, do they? I don't think so.
I do not believe so.
No, but there's an antidote. Doesn't Isle have something like that? Oh, but you're not in Isle.
Nile has it, but Isle and Nile, actually.
We're very far from Africa right now, so I guess it's a little harder to get.
I will try to requisition just in case we need it deep root.
No, yeah. That's the water breathing stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Go for it.
I'm not going to spend on anything, so I missed it.
Y'all aren't very persuasive.
No, we were not.
Who do we have? I have Pavel, Bjorn, Aiden, Yamamura. Who am I missing?
Hanu by Ren?
Hanu by Ren. Okay.
So let's go ahead and do character introductions, since Mark forgets to do that frequently, and we haven't actually started anything. You're traveling in. Doesn't sound like anybody's requisitioning. Holy shit, Robert!
What?
You got like Rob, Bjorn, Bork, Bjorn, Borker, on your
What's
fucking
going on?
label.
I tried to put it in, and it just kept happening.
So the Swedish Chef is playing tonight. That's who your token should be for that. That's right.
Hey, Mark, I would get climbing gear. That might be the only thing Yamamura might ask for.
Okay.
Which is a 10.
I think you can just buy a 10.
No. I ask for it. I
Requisition.
Don't buy it.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
I don't purchase anything. All my money is being deposited to some sort of nice charity, I believe.
5013 C3 in Penn Pacifica. Sure.
Correct.
It goes to the Cono Corporation.
No. I just haven't determined the actual effective beneficiary as of yet. So yes, I'm sure the Conoco Corporation is finding a way to manipulate said money.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Rod, if you guys would do me a favor and change the names over to character name dash whatever as you go through this. Rod, why don't you start? I'm going to work left to right.
Yep. Do you want it to say character player, kind of like that?
Just just like you did, right there.
So Mayu Yankia Kori looks like a really looks, kind of Mesoamerican, South American Indian. Don't know how to do any sort of accent from that area, so I'm going to struggle with that. Does he's in terms of gear under his traditional clothing, and he does have tribal paint and stuff like that. Under his traditional clothing, he does have some plexiglass sheathing. Isn't really carrying any weapons, however. Those of you who have gotten to know him will know he is not from around here. He is, I think, one of two Akashans who have managed to make their way into the campaign. And he is basically, you'll see, but he's basically a telekinetic brawler. So.
Is he a 1 case or a 4 case?
I am a 4 case, sir.
Excellent.
I disagree with that last part.
Well done.
I do have cards in my hand, and if anyone has a reconnect, I'm willing to trade now. Just start the trade.
I have not even checked.
Feeling what you want. We'll be good.
Pavo.
Yes, Pavel Volkov, no relation. Obviously, he's a race person from Farkol. He has ditched his pink bathrobe for those short cargo shorts that have pockets. He's wearing those. He's got a football jersey on because he knew he was coming to the United States, and it looks like he's taken a pink fuzzy bath mat, cut a hole into it, and made it into a poncho. And of course, on top of that, he's wearing a pink hat with a little foldy snap thing. He's ready to adventure in the living land, of course. And of course, he's wearing his combat boots along with it, along with his shotgun. You're welcome, Dan.
Don't ask, don't tell. Hey, don't ask, don't tell, Dan.
With his shotgun, he's got a little holster for looks like a silver dagger, and he's ready to blow things away.
No. I've got daughters. I'm sure at one point in time they've had a dress up that was similar to what he just described.
Yeah, probably.
Just saying. Don't I look pretty? Yes, dear. Looks great.
I am ready for going into a living land. I will blend right in with the natives. Yes.
And you said a sports jersey.
Yeah, he's wearing like a football jersey.
Oh, okay. So Dallas Cowboys.
In this case, since he knew he was going to North Carolina, he's smart enough to look it up. So he's probably wearing like Tar Heels.
Oh, so blue. Okay.
He's blue.
Baby
yes.
blue. Excellent.
Baby blue
yes.
and pink. Mm-hmm.
Good color choices for Pavel. Love it. Is Pavel a 4 case?
Pavel's not a 4 case.
Well, I am apparently based off of my dress code and the previous dress code. I am more simply dressed. Just a black suit, black tie. I've got a Barrett rifle. Well, I guess it's currently in its case. And Aiden is a former MI6 undercover operative that was in Tokyo doing a arms deal when things went crazy with the not COSM issue, but the infection. And from there, he has started doing missions for the Delphi Council to try to fix whatever's going on in this crazy world, since the MI6 doesn't really exist anymore. But Aiden's more of a shooter than anything else. Like I said, he's just a guy in a black suit. And no, he's not a 4 case.
Okay. Hanubai Ren.
Yes, Hanubai Ren is a Nile priest of Anubis, the god of the dead, and he found out a couple of times that commune with animals works quite well in the living land. So he is adventuring once more in the living land. He has standard ancient Egyptian attire with a little cloak over, like a half cloak over one shoulder, as well as a very large headdress in the shape of a jackal head. He carries a ceremonial scepter and shepherd's crook, but they can't really be used in anything besides the
Just for looking at.
Yes.
Dan, is Aiden, is he transformed Pan Pacifica or is he Core Earth?
No, he's Pan Pacifica.
Okay.
Yeah, he, I guess, well, there was no transformation there. What are you talking about? That was just a disease he got loose.
Yeah, of course.
But yes, he's Pan Pacifica.
Yamamura.
Yamamura is a simple man, dressed only in robes and carrying a quarterstaff, and basically that is all that he has on him. He seems to have no weapons whatsoever, and in fact, when you talk to him, he will tell you that he has been sent along to remind all of you that violence is not always the answer. We must try to talk things out as much as possible and come to a friendly discussion and agreement with everyone, because to kill each other is not needed, and the path of Palin is the way to go.
Aiden will slap his case and say, yeah, this is just in case that doesn't work.
Yes, it may not be the only answer, but it's usually the first.
It's always an option.
You talk to them while I set this up. Works perfectly.
It's not violent until it has to be. Is Yamamura 4 case?
Yamamura is not a case at all, in fact. So no. But none actually no, I have miracles, but I think the miracles aren't even a contradiction here.
Yeah, but you're from Pan Pacifica, so
Mm-hmm.
you got a path, right?
I do.
That may not be out yet. Okay, I'll shut up now. Okay. Bjorn.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I am Bjorn.
Where you're like, I have
shut
no
up,
idea.
shut
I'm
up.
just gonna not say anything because I don't know.
Shut up.
I am Bjorn, death metal guitarist. I am here to beat on things as needed.
Guitars or otherwise.
So you are
with
opposite.
Sometimes with his guitar.
So you're opposite of Yamamura.
Yes.
Okay.
Yamamura's the drummer.
Instead of being in my Eilish fancy clothes, I'm back to my loincloth because, well, I don't sweat as much in this.
And Bjorn's Eilish?
Bjorn is Starcold.
Starcold.
Well, remember we were in the aisle. We got those fancy outfits.
Yeah, that's right. Pavel's Starcold, right?
Yes.
And if you're asking me if I am a first case contradiction, I don't think I am, because the two magic items I have are still within the Starcold magic axing.
Are you sure?
They're just enchanted, which I think is 12.
13. I thought that started 13.
Yeah.
Okay, then
It
if
is
it's 13, then I am 4K.
Excellent. So we got 2 of yous.
Yeah, it's 13 for the enchantment, and then it's like 22 or something for the arcane.
The arcane. Okay.
As a general rule, I think if you have something magic and you're not from Isle, you're going to probably be a 4-case contradiction most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah, and my path is starred, so I'm definitely 1 case here for those things.
Yeah. Okay, so you have a standard nondescript government suburban that you've all piled into for the trip over to the Constellation Intermodal Logistics offices. You are currently not in sight of the offices. They are very close. They're just in sight. They haven't noticed you because you're a nondescript government van, right? So you can choose to do whatever you want to do, but the offices of Constellation Intermodal Logistics LLC in New Bern, North Carolina look like any other large trucking firm. There's a smallish front office abutting an open-air raised dock platform with a roof. The platform is roughly 20 bays for tractor trailers to back up and unload their cargo or take on a load. The raised section is roughly 2 football fields. Wait, is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. The raised section is roughly 2 football fields wide, and long day or night forklifts zip along the platform lifting pallets of goods, stuffing them into waiting trailers. The transportation hub is a constant beehive of activity. Trucks enter and leave at all hours. Workers enter and leave 3 times a day. So, let's see, did I give you, where is that? Did I skip it? Might have. Yep, we sure did. Before we get to that, you find it odd that your instructions directed you to a local airfield rather than the Thermopylae office complex. Gathered group of agents does not surprise you as you are ushered into a small office with not enough seats for everyone and a stack of dossiers. Before you can complain, the monitor on the far wall springs to life in the familiar face of Marine Colonel Jennifer Ito. I don't have a lot of time, and neither do you. The mission to the Cyber Papacy at the direction of the Nile Empire Oracle Initiative was very successful. The agents on that mission found a wrecked shipping container with some sort of Pan-Pacific stasis equipment, a dead Adinos, and shipping documents linking the point of origin to the Constellation Intermodal Logistics office in New Bern. Investigations in the Cyber Papacy discovered a biolab run by some sort of artificial intelligence named Ares France. The lab was compromised, but samples were obtained along with research data on the virus used on Adinos shaman. Lab boys also found traces of some sort of toxin in the tissue samples. Analysis of the Ares France fragmented data connected the toxin to the name disconnect. But we don't know what that means or what it does. As far as the virus used on the Adinos, it's a mutated form of the Jiangxi virus from Asia. It seems to be tailored to Adinos physiology for longevity of the host as it incubates the spores before turning the host into a yokai or something else. What we do know is the point of origin was the shipping office of CIL in New Bern. We need you to go there to find out if Constellation Intermodal Logistics is the primary actor in this, a front, or a dupe. Run any loose ends to ground as best you can, and get out with any hard evidence. Questions? I got them out of order, sorry. As I was reading the intermodal logistics thing, I was like, wait a minute, they don't know what they're supposed to do. Shit.
So
It seems straightforward.
we go to place, we get the stuff, and we come back. It's simple.
Yeah, sounds like a very easy job. Good thing I've got
So
this
this
one.
is not in the living land?
No, the offices are on the border with the living land.
The Constellation Intermodal Logistics LLC. Have you got are you looking at them? You know, watching from distance. Are they under surveillance?
Are they under surveillance? So we haven't had a chance to task any assets on target. You will be our first boots on the ground.
Oh, okay. What happens if the building gets blown up? Is okay?
Let's not blow up the building.
I will look
Oh,
over and say,
it's
no,
the
trucking.
we don't blow up a building. Why would
She
you
looks-
do such a thing?
You know, things
The
happen
Marine Colonel
sometimes.
looks very pointed at the military-sounding Russian and says, "This is an American business operating within the law, as far as we know. Don't blow it up."
Well, it won't be on purpose, but can no guarantees. Okay, thank you, lady. Bye bye.
She frowns deeply at you, and she starts to say something and stops.
It's like, who's driving? I got keys. I don't drive well. Oh, I can drive well, but you know, I kid things.
Here, hand them here.
Okay. Here you go, Ethan. Thank you.
So Aiden's driving your nondescript government vehicle.
Sure.
Okay. Any other questions for Colonel Ito?
It sounds straightforward.
All right.
We
Do the
hope that
job.
it is.
Don't blow up the building. We got it.
sighs when you say don't blow up the building. You as she turns off the monitor, you hear.
As I pack the two law rockets away.
You think you hear the words "damn civilians" as she turns off the freaking monitor.
She's not dropping the F-bomb?
Well, it's not 9 o'clock yet.
Got it. Fracking civilians.
There you go. All right. So there we go. So now we're to the just show it again. Now we're sitting out there and we've read that.
So yeah, if we were to hit it here, here, and here, it would all go down just like that.
But you've only got 2 rockets, and I'm afraid not.
I mean, I'm sure they've got cleaning supplies in there. We can probably, jimmy something together.
On the outside, do they have any cameras? Or obvious cameras?
It has the old school giant ass obvious cameras.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do they have any? Is there a gate or anything like that where there's some sort of guard posted or?
Not
or
really.
Security guy on lunch.
No, it's got a big cyclone fence around it that's kind of sitting wide open. The trucks are coming and going. The parking lot to the front office is not gated at all. Are you going to try and do some observations of or reconnoiter of the building?
Might be a good idea to do a little recon before we go in.
It makes good sense.
Okay, why don't you give me some find rolls?
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
There's a 10 from Aiden.
Oh, Aiden can find. Let's see, Aiden can find, Pavel can find. Damn, everybody's finding.
Why did I do faith?
Oh well.
You're also wounded too. you're putting your faith into finding something.
He's like, I need to find something. Let me pray on this.
Like, yeah, where's that
Exactly,
wound?
that
I don't
works.
know where that wound is at. He's still wounded.
I took it off, but okay. I was too worried about my faith to find.
Well, they are right
There's
next to
there's
each
some
other.
pain in me. Ow. Yeah. So there seems to be a back door that you could use to get in. The fenced in area seems to have 2 levels of in and out. There's a side to come in on this side, and then there's a side to go out on the other side. Let's see. It looks like if you wanted to try and covertly access the building, you could. That would really be, given the fact that you are in U.S. proper core Earth. You know that you would be breaking and entering if you did that, but you could. The front door, you see people coming and going in the main office rather freely. You don't see any armed personnel on the exterior of the building. You can see inside the building that there do seem to be some people that might be armed in the loading bay area, but they're not. They don't look like, if you were a high security Pan-Pacifican warehouse doing something they shouldn't be, there would be these, black clad, body armored men carrying submachine guns, and that's not what you see. It looks like just standard, the aforementioned security guard asleep at his post kind of guys. That's all that you really do see.
All right.
So I am ready to go in and talk to these people and see what they have to say.
In the back door, yes? You want to be quiet, yes?
Sound like he was talking about going through the front door and just talking to him up at the front desk. Excuse me, are you guys the bad guys?
Is this the secret layer?
Yes. Are you
Or
guys
that's
shipping
how
out
I
dangerous
raise question.
chemicals?
Is young want to go in the front door?
It's,
I am asking them. If they don't want me to, then we can go a different way. But if you want, I can go in and ask them, and I can see what they are doing. I am
Now-
clearly from not around here.
With with the comings and goings of the other vehicles that are going into the docks, did we notice anything similar about them, like dress code or?
No. They don't even seem like you'll recall from your cyber papacy run in Lombardo that everything seemed to be card key controlled everywhere.
This
That
doesn't
doesn't
have
seem
that.
to be the case here. The gate isn't even opening and closing. It's just wide open. Looks like maybe what they're probably doing is that at the end of the day they just lock the yard so nobody can come in and steal stuff. But during business hours, it seems to be everything's wide open. Both the entrance point and the exit and the far entrance point are wide open.
So who's our sneakiest individual in this team? Guessing.
Probably you.
Oh,
Not I.
Probably Aiden.
okay.
Not the pink and blue Russian.
Exactly.
What are you doing? I'm going to sneak in.
All right. Does everybody
I
have comms?
blend. What's
What
that?
did you say, Dan?
Comms. Everybody got comms?
Well, of course.
Did you give me comms?
No, I don't give you comms. I'm not.
Do we have comms written down?
You're not worried.
anywhere?
I have my comms. I'm just seeing if anybody else has theirs.
I am open and will accept any telepathic communications you should wish to send me.
I am just
Did
a
you get
man-
that?
I am just a man with a quarterstaff.
I did not.
Guess we got bad reception.
All right, what are we doing?
I had a.
Not on the receiving end.
It's probably broke on the sending end. I can't do that. Aiden was contemplating, pulling up to the dock with the van we're in, and mainly a lot of times places like this have a customer pickup location,
Yeah.
and using the excuse.
You see some very similar vehicles to yours alongside the front office. Like the front office, there's a corner, and the front office is right here. And then on this side, there seems to be a will call. There's a sign over an entrance. You step up into the door, and it says will call.
Right.
So, do you have anything that looks like paperwork?
Well, I was gonna. We should have done something like that before we left. If we have anybody's computer savvy, but not me.
So going through the Pavel will go through the glove box real quick and just look for some random piece of paper.
Okay.
Here is paperwork for you.
He's
It's just
handing you the insurance and the tag, registration for the vehicle.
Hey, Mark, is it possible that the Delphi Council might have said, we have a contact in that area who could help you guys get in there? And I ask that as I show you this connection card. Because I just realized we're not good at this part.
So are you looking for someone to covertly get you in, or just someone to get you in the front door? Or, well, you know what? I got this.
I'm okay to say, here's the connection. I'm listening.
Okay, so as you're sitting there and you're having this back and forth in the minivan or the nondescript Suburban,
White panel.
no, it's black because the white. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
The ATF uses the white ones. You're the jump out boys. So another nondescript black Suburban pulls up and says, "You haven't gone in yet? Where's? Okay, I thought this might be a problem. So pull up to the will call, and I'll meet you over there. We'll go talk to Penelope."
All right.
These papers will work.
Those papers will not work. Pull up and park. And he pulls up and he parks.
Aiden's already put them up in the visor and closed it. Yeah, I didn't think they
Hayden
would.
was pretty sure this is not going to work. I don't know that the state trooper would take this. Pull up, you get out, he gets out, and he walks up to the will call, holds the door open, and says, just Yeah. I don't know that we need everybody. Who's going with your guy?
We'll leave Pinky in the truck.
What?
Pinky stays in the truck. Who's going in?
Let's go with the truck.
Well, you know what? We'll take. I can't see your name because Born's in the way.
Yamamura.
Yeah. We'll take you because apparently you like to talk your way out of stuff, so you should be good at talking to people, right?
Oh shit! I'm supposed to do this too.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making
It's my
sure.
shtick.
My presence, I think my presence would give away that we may have to beat them.
I am not.
Well,
I can go if you wish.
that's the other reason why I wasn't taking Pinky with me, because the first thing he asked about was blowing up the building. So
Who is Pink?
that would be the Russian with the blue shirt, the pink hat, and the pink bath carpet, whatever.
I am blending in.
Oh yeah, you blend.
I blend in fine.
What is wrong? He is wearing very bright colors. It signals to everyone that he is dangerous. Yes. Why is this bad?
We don't want to signal that we're dangerous yet. We want to signal that we're the same as they are for now.
Hey,
We are going to lie. I am prepared to lie.
Sure, we call that subterfuge, but sure, you can call it lying.
Okay, so Bjorn's staying in the truck. Who is Mayu staying in the truck?
No, I'm going to.
Mayu's
I
going
will
in.
be useful in this encounter, and we'll go.
Hannah Byren, are you staying in the truck? You have to go. You played the connection card. Hannah Byren, are you staying in the truck or going in?
I will stay in the truck.
Okay, Pavo,
I'm staying in the truck.
Aiden,
Yeah, Aiden already said that he was going to step out of the truck, so.
and Yamamura, I think, said you were going in, right?
Yep.
All right, so you walk in the front office of the Constellation Intermodal Logistics. Is an open affair with 6 desks spread out over the about 20 by 30 area. Nothing separates anyone from anyone else. No privacy walls, cubicles, or the like are in the room. At the moment, a young Asian woman is seated at the front desk as you enter. Hi, I'm Penelope. How can I help you? Let's see if I know I have Penelope. Where is she?
Hold on, you gotta bring this up.
Close
Let's
that.
see.
And we will.
I am guessing Diane Rube was right to just walk in and say hello.
Talking is the right answer.
Aiden introduced himself as Fairchild.
Yeah. I am Yamamura.
Oh. So what can I do for you, gentlemen? She kind of looks at is Mayu blue?
Combat receptionist? That's an interesting title.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna mention that too.
I don't know if we're supposed to know that thing.
Or the fact that she's, holding a weapon underneath the counter.
Probably.
What part of that?
Did
I
our
see what part-
contacts-
I see what part showed now. I see what I did. Yeah, you're not supposed to see the combat receptionist part.
I just love that as what's your job? I'm the combat receptionist. That is a very interesting job title.
I think I've actually seen that in an episode of a show once.
Yeah, they're probably.
That's actually,
Edit that out, shall we?
what was that?
Okay, Mark, that's here to stay. That's here forever.
Oh no, it should be.
We go into an office now.
Oh.
Wait. Is this a receptionist or a combat receptionist? It's the thing. It's
I was gonna
the
say,
You get hazard pay.
I want an ID now for Pavel that says combat receptionist.
Yeah, talk about being a good gatekeeper.
Yeah.
No meeting.
This is his fault. No soliciting. All right.
Are we done?
Not even close.
No.
not even close.
I do that.
We're done for about the next 5 to 10 minutes, but this might come back.
Oh, it's definitely going to come back. I know it's going to come back. It was going to come out, I think, with this crew. Maybe not. I don't know. We got Yamamura.
Hey, I'm just happy it's not me for a change. I'm usually the one that gets this sort of grief. I'm glad it's not me.
Oh, we're just getting started. This is just Act 1, Scene 1, baby. We got a long way to go.
Yes,
All right.
you.
All right. So
Anyway.
what are we? Penelope has greeted you. How can I help you?
Oh well, as you can see, we are not from. We are definitely not from around here, so we were just curious as we were coming through. We saw this mighty fine building, and wanted to know more about it and what you do here.
So that your contact friend says, "Hey, Penelope, they're with me. We just got to get them in the back for a little bit. I want to show them around, let them see the facility. They're thinking about importing, exporting." And you see an obvious but not obvious wink.
Marchway going, "No, Jim, that's not going to work."
No. So she's like, "Oh, okay." And as you walk in, she lets you by, and he escorts you into the building. And as you walk in, he kind of leans over to Maya. He says, "I don't know what you're looking for, but you better find it quick. I don't know how long I can keep them busy." So here's the deal. Somewhere in this office is information. You are going to explain to me, the three of you that went into the office can figure out how your players call skill choice to ransack the office for your information is done. You just have to convince me of what it is, and then we will go from there.
I have a thought for you.
Well, and let me finish.
Okay.
There are three of you, and
Yep.
the guise is that your contact is showing you around
Yeah.
because you're thinking about doing business with them, and you already know that they import export into the cyber papacy because they had an office over there. And if you'll recall, and you may or may not, where'd it go? It's in redacted. Yeah, you got this piece of information out of the offices over there. You got some kind of map that clearly had something to do with Constellation Intermodal Logistics and their routes. Okay, so with all of that said, you have the guise of the tour going on with the three of you and an opportunity to, quote, ransack the office. So what are we doing?
So are there other people in here?
Oh, yes. Business hours.
Excellent. So I could attempt to have a discussion with them about the different places that they import and export from and to, so that I could properly have my distribution centers plan their routes to match up and meet with their best routes and everything like that.
Passive peace doesn't mean not bullshitting people. Check.
Correct. Friendly discussions while
peaceful life
and guys
and
are peaceful.
Use that as a distraction, maybe keep their attention while I guess Aiden can check their files.
Okay,
if
so
they're not out in the open.
Aiden's gonna just start going through filing cabinets.
If there's nobody around to see it, yeah.
There are lots of people around. They're coming and going.
There's no file room that nobody's going in and out of?
There might be.
So my point, Mark, was I was going to try to talk to them and then see kind of what they were working on maybe as I was talking to them. If I can maybe get a glance at their computer screens or what paperwork they have, see if I can find anything important there that maybe somebody is working on.
So what skill would Yamamuro like to apply to ransack the office?
I would like to use persuasion to talk to people.
Cool. All right. So what skill would Aiden like to use to ransack the office?
Aiden, I want to say would try to blend in somewhat stealthily, and I guess I'll use stealth to try to sneak around and find information.
You're going to combine actions, stealth and find. So you're going to be at a -2. You figure out which one of those you want to roll.
All right. Well,
what's Mayu doing?
Feeling out of his element.
Okay.
I think he's not super duper bright. I think he's actually paying attention like the tour is important.
Okay, check. So this is a DN10 test, if that matters. You're not in combat. Cards are in play. Looks like Aiden is going to spend a possibility.
Yeah.
Go ahead and throw that roll out there.
Working on it now.
And smoke them if you need to, guys.
You need to take the covers off first, Dan.
Huh? What?
There are covers at either end. You have to pop those off, and then you can extend the tube.
Oh,
Oh,
that's me.
okay.
That's
I was like, what are you talking about covers? I'm just trying to roll the
Oh,
damn
that's-
dice.
oh, I'm sorry, that's
Pummel
Pummel
talking
play
and
with your law
fucking
rocket.
and you
Okay.
play with the law rockets
Check.
in the car.
Yamamuro, you are 2 off of a good success.
You know what? I will give you a possibility
Okay.
because I want to see if I can get the outstanding.
Aiden, you are off 1.
I'm going to play, since this is a stealth, well, hold on. Find is a
I
mind.
would tell
Adrenaline
you,
won't
wait,
work.
hang on. So before you guys get too deeply into this, we don't need multiple people to be successful.
But the success level matters.
The success level does matter, but Aiden's already spent a possibility.
Okay. But
So
he's only.
I'm trying to keep you from
Now,
plowing
what
resources
do I
into
what do I
something
need on a
with 2 angles
find?
when you'll need 1. It's a DN10, so 20 is your outstanding target, and Aiden is currently with a possibility 1 off of a good.
So
Yeah.
do you want to trade me for this willpower?
Well, I need to use the action because I need to have it apply to the find as well, don't I?
Yeah, good point.
Yep.
So here's an action. That'll put my stealth to a 17, and my find. Sorry, I'm looking for it. Find the
So your stealth
13?
your stealth just needs to be a successful stealth. You'll need if you want to put the willpower on the find independently, I'll let you slide. Well, I guess you have to have, since it's combined action, it's got to apply to both, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it's an 11 for the find and a 17 for the stealth.
The find is only an 11.
Yeah, I only have a 6 find.
Okay, so that would only be, so let's talk about that for a second. You're only going to have a standard success on finding information. The stealth just gets you in there to be able to apply the find. Yamamura is talking people into revealing things, and he is
He's got a better
You're
chance
off
than
with
I do,
good.
is what we're saying.
Thanks, Tim.
So why don't you pick the action up?
Will do.
Okay, and we'll let Yamamura spend that possibility. Ha! Look at that. Outstanding on the die. All right, so it turns
Always
out.
talk to people.
I was gonna say, it turns out
Always talk.
that being polite, and sugar gets more flies than vinegar. So you have endeared yourself to the office workers here quite well. They're pleased to talk with you about stuff, and you spend quite a bit of time actually getting to know the human side of the workers in the office, and they really appreciate that because it kind of annoys Yamamura a little, or not Yamamura, Mayu a little bit, and Aiden, because they're like, this guy, he never shuts up. But all of the people that you're talking to, you take a genuine interest in what they're doing, and you're learning a lot about what they're doing. And most of the people in here are just typical. You've determined that most of the people in this front office are clearly not what you would call there for anything other than a shipping company. Penelope, you can tell, clearly has other duties because she's never taken her eyes off of you guys. You've managed to keep some of your perusing covert because you're aware of her. She still has work she's doing, and when she's looking away, you're like, oh, what's that? Okay, I'll look back, and she looks, and you've got this timed up. And as you go through this, you realize there's a room that some interesting people have been going into that are not here for completely trucking purposes, and you're not sure exactly what's going on there. And you've heard some sounds coming from the warehouse floor that clearly indicate something else is going on.
We should sneak over there and see what is going on.
Let's see. Hang on. But you don't have. There's one door with a window onto the warehouse floor, or the shipping floor. I don't want that open. I want that. And you realize that if you can get into this one office over there, that there's probably some stuff in there that you can that the information you're looking for is in this one office, but you're going to have to gain access to that office.
You go into that office. I will speak to that woman, and I will head over there to distract her.
How are you going to?
Now,
I assume you're talking about Penelope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
How
are
often
you
do
gonna
people come in and
distract
out?
Penelope?
I'm going to play this close call and hope that you say, "Oh yeah, that'll work."
All right. So as we get ready to do this, pick up the close call. As we get ready to do this.
Yeah, I can roll. I can test something if you want.
No. Well, first we're going to end the scene, which means we're going to do card stuff. So that card has to be in your hand. You have to make decisions based on the fact that you still have that card.
Okay.
We're going to do the card thing. So everybody needs to get it back up to 4. We didn't do anything to get down to get any cards. So
I had played, and then back at 4 I will recycle. So I am going to recycle this glory, because being from Akasha, I don't really believe in glory, because we don't have it.
It's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
Such an awful place.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna change anything I got.
It's why the mixed zone card for me is like, no thank you. Like,
the only thing
to reconnect. Yeah, sort of true. Yes, I guess.
The only thing worse than a caution zone is a caution or Rorsch mixed zone.
Does anyone want that maelstrom? Because I don't want it.
That reality surge.
Robert.
Yeah, the reality surge is not a good card for me.
Your
mic's up.
Very far away, Robert. I don't know what you did with your mic.
It's his mic. He's got it up.
I got it up.
Oh, okay.
Drinking.
Congratulations.
No, that and I had to go.
It's not 9 o'clock yet.
My nephew.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I am happy with all of my cards.
All right, these cards are going away in 3, 2, 1,
2.
and they are gone. All right, so you have bypassed having to do a DSR to get into the building, which was the B&E DSR. Congratulations. It was going to be fun too. That's where you might have encountered our combat receptionist in her combat role. But at this point, what you're going to do is we're going to step into a DSR at step C. You've successfully managed to circumvent A and B, and we might not actually have to go into rounds to do step C based on whatever happens with Penelope. So
We're all gonna die.
I want you to be entertained, Mark. I have the step A card in my hand. 4 DSRs.
I am.
So no, we skipped one and we skipped step A.
And
Day
I have
ain't
step
over yet.
D. I have step D if somebody needs it.
Day ain't over yet. So, tell me what you're doing with Penelope.
So Mayu is not good at this sort of thing, but he will literally try, flirting.
Is Mayu blue? Is Mayu blue?
No. He's he looks like technically he probably looks Incan, more Incan.
Okay.
Anything else?
Okay, so he's not Akashan. He's from Akasha.
He's Akashan, but they tend to look very similar to Mesoamericans in the lore.
Don't they have a slight reddish tint to their skin?
I thought they were blue. What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of the original Torg elves were blue.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. All right, so you are flirting, huh? How does that from a game?
How's Mayo flirt?
I mean, probably badly. Probably a persuasion roll, or trick if you'd like that instead. It's the same number, and they're both unskilled for me. So I pick one or the other. Which would you like me to suck at?
This is genius.
This is genius.
This is why I figured I'm using the card, but I'll fail the test and then play the card.
So I'll tell you what, Rod. You're not going to put this on me. I'm going to put it back on you. You can decide whether Mayu would like to persuade her to be interested in you or trick her into not looking at what you don't want her to look at.
No, I would go with Trick. I think as someone who follows Koar, Trick would be more the speed than you should like me.
Go for it.
All right. So there you go. And of course, I'm gonna drop one here for
Your
you.
number is a 10.
Yep.
Jeez, okay.
Ooh,
Well, you got
there
it.
we go.
All right.
And
You have managed to distract Penelope, and by the way, it appears that because Yamamura was so successful at persuading people that he's a nice guy and he's genuinely interested, you were actually due higher than that. Because the people clustering around and getting in the way, and you took advantage of that. I probably should have told you that ahead of time. It didn't matter on your original. So you did what you needed to do. She's paying more attention to you than she is to what's going on behind, because she has apparently sized you up as the threat.
That's excellent.
So that means
going in. So I'll trade.
That means that Yawamura and Aiden, you have managed to gain access to the filing room that you think you need to be in. And there is, in fact, quite a number of files and a lot of paperwork and stuff laying around, which you'll have to analyze to figure out what's important and what's not. So why don't you can choose to both give me an evidence analysis, or one can help the other, or however you want to do that.
I will help him.
Right away says, I'm not it.
Just say, I'm not trained, but
I'm sure you got more than I do, and I know I'm not
mind
trained.
is probably going to be better.
I did not help you.
You didn't hurt either, though.
Right.
I'm watching the door. Just in case your, peaceful means doesn't help us get out of here. Oh, no.
Oh. You're not in rounds. Congratulations. So the three of you can trade cards. Levels of success on this would matter.
Can I still, if I'm in the other room? I don't know that I can.
You're inside the offices. I will give you the ability to trade cards with them.
I traded before they went in, just in case I could.
If the people outside would like to be involved in this somehow,
No.
through cards and whatnot,
I don't need a law rocket coming through the window.
Law rocket is being applied to support them.
I'm just waiting to get back to the van and start slapping hands. Nope, don't mess with that.
I told you never to touch that.
Do you need something more, Jim? Do you want a hero or something?
Well, I mean, I was gonna say, I can spend a possibility. If Rod can trade, he does have that second chance over there too. But
I just gave that to him.
Sure. I'll just play it, and you send me a card.
There you go.
Yeah, because he's right now. Yorn's in the way from me being able to give you a card, so.
This will save us time. And I notice you guys are giving me the willpowers for when I need to reconnect. Thank you.
Well, that's kind of why I gave you the second chance. I figured it'd help you.
Yes. No. You guys have set me up. You're insulating me against the inevitable failure, and I appreciate this.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's a good roll.
You are 3 off and outstanding.
Here you go. You got something to give me?
Sure.
Here's an action.
All right.
Yeah.
Have this here right here.
Alrighty.
Excellent.
Okay, so you have found a number of pieces of information, quite a bit, in fact. Quite a bit. So you found a logbook listing 4 stasis tubes as having been loaded onto a semi and sent to Moorhead City. You found a manifest that shows a container shipped out to Moorhead City yesterday bound for Malaga with an Adinos who is pregnant with 4 eggs. And you have found an email from somebody named Orion 1337. The email is orion1337@telefonica.es.com, thanking Penelope for her birthday wishes. The email has her responding to him, letting him know that his birthday present is on the way. It's been attached. The printed email and the tracking number matches the shipping container manifest, and it's all stapled together. There's a mundane on the bottom of the stack. There's a mundane manifest listing farm equipment, but there's also another document that lists contents as 11 Edinos ords and subject 19, whatever that is. It lists as an Edinos optant, as well as 4 possibility wasp specimens for venom extraction and experimentation. Who here has played episode 1? The numbers listed on that manifest match the logbooks that you found in the ruined warehouse to the container that had the 12 stasis pods and the wrecked stuff with the wasp eggs in them that were broken open.
Yeah, Aiden will be sure to point that out to Yamamuro.
Let's see. It occurs to Yamamura that if you had access to a computer, you might be able to find some additional information, given the fact that you have the full email address to the person that this was sent to. There is not a computer. There's not a computer in this room. There is one out in the office proper. Let's see, but there's more. Let's see. The manifests listing the Edinos wasp and facts about the contents weren't printed on modern paper. There's something odd about the paper, and in fact, as you're looking at these documents, it looks like it was whoever used it. They went and got a funky font. It looks like they're recreating old school typewriters.
All right.
Let's see. You also have a manifest. Find another manifest with a new shipment bound for Cadiz, but it's being diverted to Malaga. Given the fact that the Cadiz facilities have been compromised, the dates correspond with your time in Spain.
I'm glad we could be helpful.
That new container that's been diverted, the manifest lists the container holding 12 reality-rated Edinos that are level 2, building on the successes of Subject 19. And the email that's attached to that says, "I'll be in Malaga ahead of the container arrival and have the facility out of mothballs and online. Reroute the final destination from Zurich to Crete. We're moving out of testing and into operational readiness ahead of schedule by orders from the Home Office." I'll tell you what, I'll put that in chat for you. Oh, and I should probably put that email address in chat too. Let's see. You're about ready to leave, and something catches your eye that seems to be in the same chain of custody as what all of the documents that you're reading. And it seems to be linked to the same shipping container numbers, but it was in an out of place spot. It was misfiled, and your outstanding success found it for you. The shipping and custom orders have been located, and they show Besos Construcciones de Malaga as the destination for the container and its cargo. But the final destination has been changed from Zurich to Crete. There's also a crumpled handwritten note that has patrol schedules for some place called the Enclave, and a map showing an area that looks to look for a reality-rated Edinos named Tiga Sa. the note seems to be scrawled on a torn piece of notebook paper or something, and it's written in pencil.
Is there a notebook nearby?
No.
All right. Take the torn piece of paper with us.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you come out, you notice that you're close to the door marked warehouse. It's got the window in it to your left. So you have a choice at this point. You've got a door to your left that says warehouse, and those little small windows in it, little kind of
Reception.
security windows with little wires through it. Or you could go back into the office and try and find a computer if you wanted to search for more information on that email address.
Don't look at me. I'm not good with computers.
Maya, you see him come out, if you're there, because you're muted and off camera.
He's AFK too for a moment.
Oh, is he? Okay.
I'm here. I'm back. I'm done coughing.
Okay. You see them kind of poke their head out, and they're kind of looking left and looking right, and you can tell they're looking at the door and looking at you. Then they've got a decision point.
So, we need a computer. Are you good with a computer?
No, I'm not.
That's you.
Back. All right.
No, I have a guy that usually does the computers for me.
Right.
Well, I had a guy. Anyway.
Well, then perhaps we should maybe go into the warehouse first and see if we can see something in there. But you said it looks like there's security wires on this, or is
It's a window with chicken wire in it.
It's a window that's got the wire through it. So
Yeah.
if you tried to break the window, the wire keeps it from. You still couldn't get to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Now I understand. I was thinking.
There's a name for that,
wires.
and I don't remember what it's called, but it was all over the school at my high school.
I gotcha.
Security glass or something like that.
Yeah.
No, we'll go through that. We'll go through the warehouse door.
You're gonna go through the warehouse door.
Well, you
I
want to
think
check out
that's-
the window first before we go out the door.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna look through the window, see if we see anyone on the other side.
Okay, so as you look through the window, let's do this right. Let's see. Where did we put that? I don't know if I can show that to you or not. I can't show that to you. But I can show that to you. Okay, so as you look through the window, you see, and then you understand why you didn't see this before. It's deep into the warehouse, but it's got a straight shot out to a bay. You see this strange-looking vehicle standing on 4 spindly legs as they're loading a crate into the belly of the vehicle. The crate has the words "Top Secret" stamped kind of diagonally on all sides of it, and it looks very, very familiar. If I showed you a picture, well, everybody in here, there one crate came to mind when I said "Top Secret." I hope.
The one inside the.
At the end of Raiders.
First movie in a series.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the crate looks like.
Oh, so we're going to the Nile next.
And as you let me see. Good. As you are looking, Yamamura, you see a guy that is standing on top of that vehicle, and he's pointing and waving his hands, and you can hear a muffled, "Be careful with that! Be careful with that!" And so did you say you were going through the door or looking? You were just
We were looking.
Well, he
that's
mentioned.
what you see. You also see. Where is she?
Because I'm about to think we need to go get Bjorn. I mean, never violence, right? Never violence.
Yes.
You also see
Bjorn.
this.
I just kind of look at you and say, "You want to go talk?"
You also see this
I
woman
have the
standing
radio
right there.
on.
She's standing right there. You see this guy there, and you see a large number of these guys milling around.
Guys with no heads, just M16, just Uzis.
Yeah, picture came up.
No, that's the picture.
It's just symbolizing there's a bunch of guys out there with the flak vests and the Uzis in hand.
The warehouse security
I
guys.
have my radio on in case y'all call and say you need.
Yeah, okay, I'll call you. Make sure they're not playing with my law rockets, please.
What? They did nothing. He's just looking.
We're painting.
All right. I'll turn to the gentleman next to me. Well, suggestions?
Well,
Do you want to go out and have a conversation, see how that works?
we should perhaps continue our investigation and see if we can figure out more on this email address. But yes, if they're going to take that away, then we should perhaps
Text us. Send a text. Come to the warehouse now. 911 or something, right? Because that's the easiest way to communicate.
Shall I call the other three back
My
in?
daughter's not watching, so I don't have to
You
worry.
have very limited amount of time. Mayu, you know that Penelope is pretty soon, in mere moments, is going to be no longer distracted as your companions are kind of leaning out, looking through the door into the warehouse. So you got to make your decision. You're either going to go through that door or you're going to come back into the office.
Oh, me?
No, I'm talking to Aiden and Yamamura.
Yeah.
yeah. I
Go for it.
don't want to walk into the warehouse like that. Not without the rest of our friends. So I would say we go back into the office
Check.
until our friends can get back here, and then but quickly move to get to that warehouse.
Now, do we reckon that from our point of view, can we get to wherever their docks are from the outside easy enough?
Well, it looks like that vehicle is oriented to go out one of the docks into the fenced-in yard, and from there it would have a choice of going through either of the two exits, which you're on one end of it, and the other side of it is the one that's pointed towards the living land zone.
All right. Well, as we make our way back towards the office, I will use my comms and let those in the van know about it and know about where it's at.
Why don't you give me a stealth roll, Aiden?
All right. Good enough or no?
Oh no, that's fine. You managed to. It was a DN12, but you managed to clearly let the people in the van know what's going on without being overheard by anyone in the office, because it's a tight open air office. There's no, like I said, there's no privacy. There's no cubicle walls. Everything's wide open. Everybody can see everybody else. As you come back in there, Penelope kind of looks up from you, Mayu, and sees your friends coming back, and she looks a little concerned. Like, I don't know where they've been for quite a while, but then she turns her attention back to you and doesn't really pay much more notice to what's going on. Oh, you were going to drop that close call, so you didn't have to do a skill test.
If necessary.
Why don't you go ahead and put that down? I was hand waving any kind of rolls on that based on that. I forgot to ask for that, so why don't you go ahead and put that close call down there?
Oh, I had traded it to Aiden. So maybe you would play it as he's coming out, so she doesn't.
Sure. Okay. Well, that was anyway. It's played. It's handled. Game state's the same. All right. So as you return to the front office, everybody knows everything. What do you want to do?
Text. Come in now. We're ready. Or go to the back warehouse door. We'll meet you there.
Go to the back warehouse door.
Okay. So everybody in the three of you back here are now at the back door. Yeah? And you three are in the front warehouse, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so let's set this up this way.
I am making sure I bring a long rocket with me, just in case it was still in the truck.
Unfortunately, I can't walk through this warehouse office with both law rockets and my barracks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're probably still sitting in the back of the van.
Oh yeah, I'm just taking a
The
long
entire time my mind's going,
No reason.
they're not
no
fucking
reason
with
at
them,
all.
are they? They can't be fucking with them, right? No, they're leaving them alone. They wouldn't do that right now.
Just making sure.
Oh, shit.
But probably unpack the Barrett and bring it in.
Okay, so you're gonna walk into a
Oh, well.
Core Earth business with a 50 caliber sniper rifle, just kind of casual.
I mean, yeah, if you walk in
How do
casual,
they feel
maybe.
like they get the benefit of their computer-based training, Mark?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, the truth is, I don't need the Barrett, so no, I won't. I won't worry about it because it might get way too cumbersome in there. So.
So we wait for a signal, or we just break door down?
I don't know.
Well, so
I'm in
Where
voice
is-
communication with Bjorn, so it's okay. I mean, text wasn't really needed. Just need to.
Actually, if you're communicating with me, do you want your Barrett?
No.
Okay.
Oh, so sad. What those things you're putting on the map in front of us? Ah, little icons. Check.
But we know, as far as security outside that warehouse, the only person we got to concern ourselves with is Penelope, right?
Well, you haven't seen any. I mean, all of the armed people are inside the warehouse.
That's what I'm meaning. With the persuasion and the talking that Yamamura's been doing, we know that she's, as far as we know, she's the only one.
Well, there were all the armed people inside the warehouse with the.
Yeah, not counting.
In the front
Not counting
office.
I'm talking about out here in the
front
office where we're at.
Yeah.
She is just receptionist. It's no problem.
She's a receptionist that's got a big gun behind that counter.
No problem.
It's fine.
Not combat receptionist. That would be problem. Nope, that's not what I want right there. That's what I want right there. So let's come over here. Hang on just a second.
No. I'll look at Mayu and Yamamura. We do want to stop them from taking that crate, right?
There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Just making sure. Making sure you know what you're asking for.
All right,
Yes.
so
I will go out and tell them to put it down and walk away.
I can't stop them. Let us go do that now.
Yes.
Mayu's philosophy is basically, direct confrontation from a position of power is the path of enlightenment. Like, seriously, he and Yamamura could not be more different.
I'm pretty sure Yamamura and most every Storm Knight couldn't be very much more different from each other.
I know. I'm just, this is actually on the character sheet I had. Characters who are aligned to Kohar believe that aggressive assertion of one's own will is the way to true enlightenment.
Nice.
So every time you're like, we should talk, instead, I'm like, ugh. So, Mayu's disdain will become quite clear.
I realized I had these people. I'm putting them. They're supposed to be put on the map, but not on that map. There we go. Okay. So, as you come around the corner, those of you coming from the truck, did you unlimber the Barrett? Yes?
No, they left the Barrett.
No.
Did not.
I
Since
said no.
Aiden said no to it, I'm not bringing it.
It worked. Look at that. Some days you get the bear.
Sometimes you leave the
days
Barrett behind.
Bear gets you. All right, so let's go ahead and do the hard thing.
This a scene
Yes.
that you're saying? Okay. Like my cards.
Okay, so draw to far.
I will go on and drop a card because we didn't need the step deed this time around. What's the thing?
dropping the step D? And
Yep.
You gonna drop the step A?
no, I'm gonna keep the step A. Much too useful. I'm just deciding whether or not I want to pick up the step D. I'm gonna
Go
leave
for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the step D. But if somebody wants an adrenaline, I would be willing to recycle it when it comes to that point. So,
Well,
unless
why
somebody
don't you
wants to
recycle the adrenaline now and take the step D?
Yeah, well, because I was thinking I didn't want to keep the step D was the point.
Ah.
There was the ransack the office. There it is. There's the ransack the office DSR you sidestepped. Step D is what we're going through now. Are we done with that? That step D going away?
Yeah, sounds like
So
it.
I'm gonna recycle the adrenaline unless somebody wants it, because it does not do me any good.
Going away in 3, 2, 1, and they're gone. All right. So as you guys from the van come around and kind of square up in that bay can see into the warehouse, you see that vehicle, the Strider, and everyone else. And as soon as you see the Strider, the guy that's on the top of the Strider, Hanubai Ren, you recognize a masked villain whenever you see one.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, if you want to give, this is a freebie. If you want to give me a knowledge, know stuff and people from Nile Empire, I'll give you a shot at having heard of him.
Okay. Would that be?
I wouldn't put any resources on it necessarily, unless you really want to.
A mind or a scholar?
Whatever. Sure. No.
Nope.
All right. As soon as this was the oh, we didn't do this one. Shit. This is the wrong. I'm on the wrong. I set up once again. This is the third time, but I'm gonna use this. This is the DSR that you sidestepped. Your B&E DSR. Copy. Yeah, this is the one I want. All right, so we're going to paste it here, there, and then let me get the Strider out here. Come on, Strider. Oh, it's because you're a handout. I gotta go. Ah, shit. Okay. Let me find the image for the Strider because, well, we'll just use Gearhead.
You can also just download it real quick, like do a save image as, and then drag it from the bottom of the bar up back into the chat.
Yeah, I've already got it in another folder. We'll just use Gearhead because he's piloting. So let me get you on the right.
So even though you didn't make your scholar roll, you do know who he is.
You don't know who Gearhead is, but he's Gearhead. I mean, as soon as I start rolling stuff, you're going to find out. He takes off in the Strider, and this is Gearhead's mini right here, but that is for the Strider vehicle because he's piloting it. And did I share that? I did share that. You notice something interesting as this whole thing takes off. The Strider vehicle, it seems to have some kind of pilot down below. It's like a two-person thing. There's a cupola around the circumference of the top, and it's got some kind of a strange cross between, it looks like it's a Bjorn, it looks like it's throwing something, large like your saw blades, but they're not your saw blades. You're not sure what it is,
Okay.
but Gearhead has stepped into the cupola, and he said, go, 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 and he grabs that and he unlimbers it, and it's moving around. It's clearly a weapon of some kind. And it's tracking around the edge of the cupola. He can sweep it along. So we're going to go into a chase as the Strider with Gearhead aboard and the crate in it are attempting to make the jungle. And so we have 3 groups that are in this chase. There's you guys, there's everybody from the warehouse, which includes Penelope, and then there's Gearhead and the Strider. Okay, so we got 3 different people who can attempt steps in this chase, and
But
clearly
the Strider is the one we're trying to beat.
Well,
he's the one that's carrying the package.
The Strider vehicle is what's got the crate loaded into it, correct?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
So
If you set the objective, you think the objective is to stop that, that's fine. I'm not telling you you're right or wrong. I'm just saying that's what you said. So, and we're going to go to rounds. And the Strider is clearly heading for the Living Land zone. It's headed in that direction. All right, they hesitate. This will be standard scene. Heroes will go first, and the villains can be fatigued. There is an A and a D on the card. The approved action is trick. And let's see if they fixed that stupid ass handle problem. That doesn't look like they did. They did not. Okay. All right. Let's get everybody into the turn. Let me open the turn order and add turn, add to turn, add to turn, add to turn, add to turn, and add to turn. There we go. Heroes are up. Who would like to go first?
Well, I have a quick question. I mean, we can attack the Strider vehicle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You have
He's clearly unlimbering this heavy weapon and aiming it in your direction. Not necessarily at Bjorn, but in the direction of the heroes. He screamed, "Ah, heroes, go, go, go!"
Do you have threat cards for us?
I do not have threat cards for you. I will tell you anything that you want to know. That's, generally speaking, available on a threat card.
I will say Bjorn is going after the Strider vehicle.
Real quick before you do, there may be some of us who are gonna shoot.
I know. I'm just saying that's my.
He's stating his intent. Yeah.
Are there any people near the Strider vehicle? Any of these other guys, or are they kind of all off by themselves?
The warehouse guards are kind of scattered around. Hana Aoki, who is this one here, is next to. Let's put her next to the Strider. Penelope has come to the warehouse door, clearly mobilizing. And then the warehouse security guy, he seems to be marshaling his troops, the security sergeant.
Okay. So then I'll aim for the, basically these 2 guys over here with a medium blast, just raw telekinetic force.
Would you like me to put any conditions on them before you do so?
Yes, I would.
That's the thing I do.
I can wait a moment.
Welcome to my wheelhouse.
Yes. Mark, what is their tricks?
Tricks on the security guards?
On the gearhead and on the other warehouse manager guy.
Gearhead's trick is a 7.
Okay.
The Kana Aoki.
Mm-hmm.
Kana Aoki's trick is a 7 as well.
Okay, that'll work. So I am going to actually attempt to trick the driver by basically. I am going to kind of point behind it as or like point above it, like there's something in its way while it's trying to swing around, so that he doesn't swing quite as much around. And then in addition, I am going to the warehouse manager, Kaneoki, I am going to do my path trick where I am going to talk them down and make it so that they might not want to be as much into our situation.
Before you do that, and this is free, it's a DN10, give me a find. Oh. The pilot of the Strider is an Adinos. Mm-hmm. It has some kind of bizarre clockwork mechanism attached to the back of its skull. It has what appears to be I wouldn't say a glazed expression, but it is clearly enthralled in some fashion. You're not sure how, and looking at the mechanism itself, it does not appear that it really like you're like, what the hell is that? Like my 6-year-old cobbled together some shit in elementary school, and it looks like that. When you pointed out Hanu by Ren, well, Hanu by Ren, you clearly identify a weird science gizmo being attached to the back of that Dinos' head. It doesn't seem to be impacting his motor skills at all. He seems to be just as dexterous as you would expect an Dinos to be, but he seems to be somehow mentally, I don't know. So
Okay.
with that information, restate your action,
Sure.
please.
All right. Then instead, I will do my talkie trick on the warehouse manager, and I will attempt to trick our Penelope. What's her trick?
This trick is a 10.
Okay, so I'll do my talkie trick to her and my actual trick to the warehouse manager. So I'm going to roll the trick because it's lower. It's 2. Seriously?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, go ahead and spend the possibility, Jim.
Yeah, I will.
Sounds like Mayu's getting ready to do something Core Earth-like.
Eventually, yes. I want to pick more people to spend. Smoke them if you got them.
All right, so that is a 14 trick on Penelope.
That's one off of a good.
Well, it's not going to get much better, but it is a 18 trick on the warehouse manager.
Oh shit, I got my stuff everywhere. Hang on just a second. Let's go get Goblin. And we'll do... Okay, so you have tricked Penelope. What would you like? You got a standard on her. What do you want to make her?
Stymie.
All right. And
I have an 18 effective trick on the warehouse manager.
What would you like to make the warehouse manager?
She can be one of each if I have the options.
Okay.
I am then going to become very vulnerable. I'm then going to spend 2 points of shock to get rid of it. And I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Yep.
Why are you becoming very vulnerable?
So my path says I can do the talkie thing, a persuasion as a trick.
That's a step in your path. Gotcha. Okay.
And then I can spend a point of shock to draw a card.
What makes you vulnerable? Your
Actually,
leadership thing is vulnerable, right?
Yeah. So
what are you doing leadership-wise that you have to be vulnerable for?
I'm not, actually. I'm just spending the 1 point of shock and drawing 2 points of cards.
There we go.
It's been a little bit since I played this one.
All right, now
that's cool.
So I will fire for effect. That's pretty good. If it's not outstanding, I'll drop a possibility.
Who are we shooting at?
Basically the vehicle and the warehouse manager. So those guys.
Okay, so Gearhead and Kana Aoki. And this is against my Dodge.
Yup.
Okay, so you are outstanding on Gearhead.
What's a medium blast?
On Kana Aoki.
Excellent. Somebody asked me a question?
No, I just noticed it said medium blast, so it doesn't matter.
So the gearhead is the vehicle itself?
No, Gearhead is the hero or the villain driving the Strider.
Is he exposed, like outside of it?
Yes,
okay.
He is.
So then we also need one for the vehicle itself.
So you are still outstanding on the vehicle.
Okay. Which do you want first? Vehicle? That easiest?
Sure, do the vehicle.
All right. That's not really enough to get through it, but
No, that's a point of shock that transfers to.
the driver's going to get the higher package of damage from me directly anyway. Right?
Well, the driver is the vehicle. The driver is in the vehicle. Gearhead is exposed.
Oh, okay. So the driver got one shock. Gearhead
Correct.
enjoyed 25.
Oh, Gearhead does not want to enjoy 25. That is going to be a wound and 2 shock.
Excellent. And the other guy can take 23.
Let's see. Hang on, one thing at a time.
Okay. That is the best power has ever been for me.
I didn't take your wound and 2 shock. Cost me a couple of
So you're right up next to them for the TK blast.
It has a range of 5 meters. So
I give you that. You're right at the door, which is why we're in. Yeah, you're in the same step. No big deal. And Kana, what did you? So you 23 is to Kana Aoki.
Yeah, that the person next to
That is also a wound and 2 shock, which she takes. All right.
I'm done.
Who's next?
Had a question for you, Mark.
Yes.
What is our target number for the chase?
I was wondering if someone was going to get to that.
That was
The
question.
Strider is very fast. DN 13.
Is it DN 13? So we're looking at Dex 13.
Yep.
Okay. Pavel is going to multi-action. He's going to shift fate and try step A.
What is Shift Fate? That sounds cool.
I get to mess
Yes.
with the
Oh, are you
or
a
the line.
deck guy?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, actually I am. Yes, I'm a precog.
Okay, so you're grabbing cards out of the deck.
No, that's foreshadow. I'm
Okay.
messing with the line down below that has trick, your approved action line.
Okay.
For next round,
For
he can
next round.
determine what it is.
Depending on what I roll.
What
Also-
perk is? What is that?
You'll see in a second.
Where did that
It's
come from?
Psionic power.
It's psionic power.
Old.
From the Tharkold book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've dealt with this one. Okay, this is gonna be cool. All right. Do you think? I'll probably hate it, but we'll
There
see.
you
My character's used it.
There's everything right there. I am going to spend that possibility. So I have that candy.
It is not a dramatic. It's standard.
Correct. Last one was an 8. Big numbers. There we go. So bonus plus 8. That makes me a 14 on the chase. My dex of 6, so I make that. And the 22 gets me into a 16. That gets me into a good. So next card, approved action will be any.
Wow.
Oh, and now we moved up ahead, so now we're at
Minus
minus 2 for hitting them.
Yup.
You're fine. Tell them smoke 'em if you got them. We're good.
Is that all for Pavel?
That's it for Paul, yes.
So you did your Shift Fate, and what was the other thing you did?
That was to get the A,
The A. Yeah. Okay.
which I made that. Because
Yep.
plus 8 bonus to my 6.
You did.
14.
You did. Let's see. Hunted by Ren, Bjorn, Aiden.
Well, I'm
Aiden does
still
have to
going
bear it.
to do my attack, but can I hit all 3, the Strider and the 2 characters there?
With what?
My axe.
No. You can
Okay,
get the Strider and Hana Aoki, or you can get Penelope and the Warehouse Manager, or you can take any number of the warehouse cards in between.
No, Strider and
Gearhead.
Yeah, the manager, whatever.
I mean, you can take a shot at Gearhead if you want, but he's got cover. He's only waist up in the cupola.
No, that's fine. I really want to try to get the Strider down. So
The vehicle.
Strider and her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
Are you
And there's
entering
monitors
melee
for
with
that.
this? Are you entering melee with the Strider?
Yes.
Excellent. So let me. You're at -2 because that's how the steps work. It's because dodgy and whatever. However, let's see. A 2 is. Well, we'll see. Robert, Bjorn just stepped
Yes.
into a mix. You're now in a Nile core Earth mixed zone.
Okay.
You felt it when you passed about 5 meters away from the Strider.
Okay.
But you kept your core Earth card.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's important. I'm not going over there.
There is something within 5 meters of that Strider that's creating a Nile Empire zone out to 5 meters, which essentially is, you guess in your mind, if the Strider were to stretch its legs all the way out, it would probably be like maybe a foot or two beyond where the Strider could reach. So the Strider right now is never outside of the Nile Empire, as far as
Gotcha.
the vehicle is concerned.
Well, I just spent the possibility.
Okay.
Mark's like, yes, please smoke him like you got him, because Rod's going to play his Cosm card and then walk into a mix zone and lose it.
No, I'm not playing the Cosm card before I go into the zone.
It was a possibility. I was like,
yeah.
oh, they're gonna hate me for this if it happens. Oh, I gotta hold it together.
Straight face. Yeah, it's fine.
A 16 against the Strider and our.
-2. It's very fast, so. Okay, but it is large. It's offset. Target penalty -4. So you got a 12. I think you missed
A
it.
12 against it.
Yeah, it's very fast. You have a -4 targeting penalty.
But it's also large.
Yeah, so it's a 2. So you got a 14. So you hit it. It's a standard hit.
Okay.
Toughness is
Standard
17. AP 4.
Yeah, I don't have any AP, and my guitar is just a 17, so I hit it right at it.
Okay, so but you do 2 shock.
Yeah. And then against her, I'm still 11.
So you did 2 shock there. Let's see, what do I got on that? Yep. And okay. And he's got that. Okay. I'm gonna put. Where is Bjorn? There's Bjorn. I'm gonna put you down here just to signify that you're in melee with the Strider, but I'm not gonna move you over to the A thing because you know what? I can do that. We'll move you over to A because
yeah, I mean I'm with the group, but
you're with the group, but you're in melee with the Strider, which that's important. Hanabai, Aiden, you do not have your Barrett, and you realize that if you succeed at this chase, you're running away from the van, and you probably will be too far away to have the Barrett going forward.
What about her?
Her. Yeah. That was a 16.
Yeah.
Melee unarmed.
So us coming out the door, we don't go by the van, right?
Well, you made a decision not to have the Barrett out of the van when this started.
Well, yes, yeah, I got
Barrett
that.
is in the van,
I got
and you're a
that.
step ahead now. So, and the law rocket. So let's see. That's a good hit on Kana.
I did say I did grab one of the law rockets.
You did say
did.
that.
You did.
We got one.
So this, Mike, is where you ask Robert, hey, how do you feel about taking a little bit of damage?
Give me another damage packet for Kana. Thank you.
22.
She has a toughness of 14, armor 4. and you're 22, so that's a wound and 2 shock. And she takes it. She's not happy about that at all. Bjorn, you have made a friend.
Yes.
Hounded by Ren, Aiden, what are you up to?
After that,
going to shout at a couple of the normal guards.
Okay. Repent of your ways.
Anubis, take you now.
Oh, that's shouting.
Yes.
This is against my what?
It's dodge dex.
10. Standard hit.
Okay, so this is, I believe it is.
Toughness is 12, AP 4.
Damage is 12, and the target has full body armor. The damage increases by +1.
Torso only.
12, so it'd just be a couple shots.
Okay. Aiden?
well, Aiden would like to hop in the van and drive into that walker.
Okay, so you're going to spend your turn getting into the van.
Sure.
All right.
I want to use it as a weapon.
So we're putting Aiden. Aiden is consciously choosing to return himself to step A. All right.
Hope you have to drive defensively card.
I don't, but I do have land vehicle, so. And I have a.
All right, that is all of the heroes. The villains get to be fatigued at this point.
And we get to play a card in our pool.
I am not going to spend all day clicking on everybody to get them all fatigued, so what we'll do is just do that. Because they're out of weight, they're out of shape, overweight security guards are like, I'm running after that shit. Doesn't pay me enough. All right, so let's see. Let's get the driver of the vehicle. And I get to use gearheads because things. He's going to do 2 things. Because he's got to do that. And let's see, Bjorn. Let's start with Bjorn because right there. Kana's going to take care of Bjorn first. You're a dumbass, Mark. Okay. Hang on, I gotta make a note because I'm a dumbass. I gave Kana a power she can't use. Oh no, I know. So you know what? I know what I do. Here, still gotta make a note. And I'll hand wave it because I didn't do that, but I'll do it now. We'll do that, and we'll do that. And so, welcome to playtesting. I had to make an adjustment on my threat because I screwed up. I gave her tenacious, and then I didn't give her any reality points or possibilities. So, what's the point of being favored in a soak roll that you can't make? And she's supposed to be reality rated. So, yeah. So she forgot to soak on the last 2 wounds, but going forward she might. So you got a friend. She's got her Glock out, and she is going to unleash on you because, dude, you hit her with your guitar, and she doesn't like that. But like I said, she has possibilities, and since I didn't use them to soak, we'll use them on this. How's a 15 look on Bjorn?
15. 15 looks. 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 15 looks hold on.
Dodge.
You are on just a standard. And I take one shot.
Okay. She's not happy about that, but okay. Gearhead
It
is.
pings off of one of the barbed wire given my skin.
Let's see, Aiden, you're going for the van.
Mm-hmm.
Hanubai Ren, I know a hero when I see one, but I don't know you. And Pavel, you're the one that dodged after me. You know what? Yeah, Pavel's the one that made the step. So I'm going to be at -4. And that's let's see, that's going to be there, and that's so I'll do my heavy weapons roll on the gear thrower because it's lower than the land vehicles.
Not the face, not the face.
Violence begets violence. When you become violent to it, they're violent back to you. See how this works?
But I was not violent at all. I was just running. Yes.
So he spins that large, flat, bizarre-looking heavy weapon around the cupola, and you hear it as he moves it. You hear it going tick 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 tick, zing, and out comes this giant-ass spinny thing that it's like that 2 feet across, and it looks big and heavy and chunky, and it whizzes right by you and hits the ground and thunks in there, and it's this big. I mean, it's a gear, and whatever it's got sharp edges, and you figure if that hit you, that would hurt a lot.
Also, Mark, you may not have realized it was in the note for when I did the TK blast. Those hit targets are all stymied.
I did not notice that.
Yeah, I realized. I was like, oh, that's not in there. I'll just let them know, just in case.
That's cool.
Sorry.
No. So, let's see. So that's a -8, which gives him a 7 -2 because he's stymied. So he's got a 5. And you know what? I need to get out of here. But I'm not gonna do that. No. Okay. Yeah, that's the end of that. So that's all of them down there. Everybody's gonna get 2 shots from the security guards. That's gonna be a 1 shot with +1. But you're 2 away, so I'm -1 total from the Uzis. And we'll just run down the list. Mayu. How's a 7 look on your dodge?
No.
Pavel, 10?
Standard hit.
You may enjoy 13 damage, sir.
Take some shock.
Aiden, how does an 11 look on your dodge?
It's a miss.
I'll even give you cover like +3 for
the 11's a miss.
11's a miss? Okay. Hanubai Ren. Not even going to ask you. Yamamura.
Ow.
Oh! That was a 20 look.
See how being peaceful works?
What's that look like there, Hanubai? Yamamura.
That's a good.
Okay.
And you're going to need to point out to me which one that was because I am spending a point of shock to be favored against my next text on him. Because there are consequences to, having painful interactions with me.
Those 2 right there. How's that?
Sure.
Okay. And then Bjorn.
Hey, I am in melee. Just reminding you.
That's excellent. Let's do this. So let's do it this way. You are in melee. You want high or low?
Low.
They are on target.
Okay.
-1. Submit. 5 doesn't matter. They didn't hit you. Okay. So pew pew. All the Uzis go off.
Thought the stormtroopers just like the Egyptians.
Penelope.
Rod, you're about to spend that card, aren't you?
Probably, yeah. You should soak.
Yeah, I should soak.
Wait until we go again before soaking.
Ugh.
Okay, Penelope.
Hold on. I was gonna say.
Oh shit! What are we doing over here in a damn glorious fashion?
I'm attempting to soak. Does anyone have a hero or drama card?
Well, does anyone have a glory?
In my pool, already ready? Yes.
Yes, I have a hero.
Okay.
Trade.
Just drop under the table.
I'm gonna have to because Bjorn's name's over yours, so I can't actually.
That's
give it to
fine
you.
because I can only trade you the glory. So both cards are gonna get played.
Okay, cool. So you play yours, and
It's gonna make it harder for me to play my Cosm card. I'll just point that out.
Good.
All right, so.
What's your final number on this freaking natural 59? Holy cow!
Whoa!
Wow.
Still not the highest roll I've seen.
113, I think, is the record.
113 is the highest. I think it was Matt Jordan.
However,
who's documenting this?
I'm
Aiden.
typing it in now.
Aiden is documenting it because I'm giving him the glory to do it with. However,
Now
I'm
this is
pretty
a
sure,
soak, right? Soaking
yeah,
down?
this is a soak. Now I'm pretty sure 97 off of only a possible, basically two rolls.
That's friggin' impressive.
Oh yeah. The fact that it was a natural 59 to start and then a possibility.
2 10s, 10 10.
10, 10, 18.
Nice. Wow. Okay. Well done, Jim. Okay. So let me go ahead.
Go ahead and draw my card.
Does that work for you, Mark?
What?
I went ahead and copied and pasted it in the chat for you. What I typed out. I mean, you can adjust it however you see fit.
I made my own notes. I appreciate it.
Okay.
That was impressive. So just so you guys know, I'm not hiding the possibilities because I think anybody on the stream is trying to filch them. I'm hiding them to get used to doing that because that's how I'm going to do it from now on. I just want to get used to it. So.
What do you mean by hiding them?
Remember we just made that discussion earlier?
Yeah. No, but I don't know.
He's hiding he's hiding the cards from being drawn over on the side.
I don't have them out so that you can go get your own possibilities.
Oh, I never do. That's why I always copy paste off the GM layer.
Yeah. Well, they're over there on the right hand side. So everybody grab your one.
And draw a card.
And draw a card if you haven't already. Wow, Yamamura, that was impressive. And now I got to remember what I was doing.
Did you say the possibilities? Oh, I see.
So I'm going to do that over there. And I'm going to do that because I am... Yep. So, let's see. I got to take a -2, and that's going to be... Ooh. Alright, so I'm gonna use this one. Pavel, Penelope kind of walks in your direction, and you hear her say in a very, very strange voice, "Stop running." And you feel this tug in your mind, like you should be compelled to do what she's telling you to do.
What's the defense against that?
I like
Willpower?
Spirit?
This is willpower mind.
Willpower mind.
And I am spending on it.
Okay. Well, right now you're down by 1 willpower mind.
How's an 18 look?
18 is a good success now.
All right, so you must stop running, which means you're not allowed to attempt steps on the chase.
Okay.
You can only move in a standard move. You may not run.
Mm-hmm.
And any actions that you do take are at -2 penalty.
Okay.
All right. And then you also notice quite clearly a shimmering heat wave envelops her. and seems to be holding close to her body.
Okie dokie.
That's her. Let's see. Sergeant. Sergeant. He's not going to shoot over there because the boss is over there. Boss frowns upon people putting bullets into his vehicle. Pavel's been managed. Bjorn, you're not going to shoot you. You're in a truck. Ah, but you're here. So, Aiden, the security guard, has leveled an AR-15 at you, M4 style, and he is going to take some shots at you in a long burst fashion. But I'm going to give you a +4 as if for the vehicle, because you're in the vehicle, right?
Okay.
F. Not even going to ask you because the other one was higher from the security
I
guard.
don't. He fires and I don't even flinch.
You need to be close to me for me to worry about it. It's all of me. Go ahead.
I mean, at least hit the fucking van, dude.
That is after 9.
Yeah, I checked.
Do we want to take a break before I flip the next card and go to the next round, or do you want to keep going?
Keep going.
I'm good with going too.
Okay. We'll flip a card. Oh. Look out! Ooh, a possible setback. The heroes will go first, and they can surge. The approved action is any, thanks to our Pavel's, what'd you call that again?
Shift fate.
Shifting fate.
What did you get on that? Do you remember? Is that outstanding?
You got a good success.
It was a good success.
Okay, just checking.
Let's take it this way, because I don't want to go into the other steps. Oh, freaking handles are bollocks. There we go. Get over here. Get over here. We'll go up. All right. So, heroes, let's get the surges out of the way. Who's our 4 case? Bjorn and...
Not Aiden. Thank God.
Mayu. Mayu's fine. Oh, Bjorn!
Bjorn does.
Nice, Bjorn. You make me happy, Bjorn. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're missing one.
Is he a 4 case now because he's in a mixed zone with Nile, which would support his magical weapons?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's not a contradiction for Nile. It is a contradiction for Bjorn, but it's not for Nile. Okay, yeah, no, you're very good. Well played.
Whew.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. I forgot
Congratulations.
about that.
Your melee has
Paid off.
paid off. There you go. All right, who would like to go first?
I'm gonna hit these 2 people one more time.
Oh, your possible setback. Your possible setback is they're closing the gates on the trucking yard, and if you don't succeed at step B or A, depending on who you are, then you're going to get the gates will be in between you and the Strider, and you'll have to multi-action on the next step to get through the gates.
Okay.
That's your possible setback. So there is a B, oddly enough, because it's a possible setback, there's a B and an A on the card, because that's what you guys need.
Well, someone in B may need to do that because I can't. I'm just going to go ahead and foreshadow.
So you are going to do card things.
I am going to do card things this round, yes.
Okay, so if we're going to do card stuff, I'm going to hand you the cards, and then at the beginning of the round,
I'll hand them over to you.
Hand them over to me,
Well,
and I will try to do my best to remember that you do card things, and we'll work through that.
I'll remind you, I'm at the -2 because of the compelling voice. So we'll see what we get. Oh. So we won't worry about a card thing right now.
We'll worry about a reconnecting thing.
And I'll be disconnected.
Am I going to have to trade with you?
Possibly.
Yeah, all right. So that's
See
Pavel.
what-
Who's next?
See what happens this
Um,
next round anyway. So
Attacking these two. Oh, well, the Strider and the manager.
Okay.
So, and I'm still at that -2 for
Distance, because you're actually in B. Yeah.
Right. And okay, I'm just doing that, and then we can take the 2 off of me hitting the Strider.
Okay. Good thing you're in a Nile.
Oh, that is true. Because wait, what is the Nile thing on possibilities? I cannot remember.
You can spend 2 and take the better.
That's right. Okay, so I'm going to spend 1 right now. And
Well, the Nile
see what
cos
happens.
yeah, as I say, the Nile Cosm lets you spend 2 and take the better.
Correct. Which is where we're at right now.
Or the
No, that's
Nile
where
poss-
he's at.
By the way,
or the
by the
Nile
way,
possibility if you're not in the Nile.
What's that?
But
If you
besi-
have the
besides-
Nile possibility and you're
Yeah.
not in the Nile,
You
then
can
you can take the best. If you are in the Nile, then you get both of them.
Bjorn is in the Nile. Everyone else is not.
Yep.
right.
Core Earth dominant.
Yep.
Okay, but let me say this: I'm in denial. Does that mean I get the Law of Heroism and I get another Destiny card since my card pool goes up to 5?
Yes, you do.
Well, hold on now. It says your hand limit goes
Ah,
up.
that's true. That's right. You don't get to
Doesn't say
draw
you
the
draw.
card.
Okay.
So you're going to
Limit.
do it when I play the rally in a moment.
Okay.
I've already been thinking
Yeah.
about you, Robert.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
I was going to tell you then.
Mayu's got all kinds of
Okay.
card play lined up.
I do.
So whose possibility is that?
Bjorn's.
It's fine.
Okay, so you're gonna bump that.
Yeah.
It's not
But I
gonna get
don't-
you there.
Yeah, I don't like that. So, hell, I'll go on and spin the other one. Since everyone keeps saying, "Oh, spend them since you have them."
Can you spend 2 in the Nile?
Yes, and then I can decide which one I would rather take.
Ah, I see what you're doing. I see what you did there. Okay, yeah.
That's the same. I rolled crap on both of them.
You're gonna miss the Strider
Well, hold on. I'm gonna play
unless you
hero.
got more juju. Okay,
I have a hero.
because you're -4 for the very fast.
Well, then a +2 because it's large. So I'm gonna have another
Another
-2
-2. So you're -4 total. Yeah.
on him, but I'm just doing the -2 for her,
Okay.
so I know what it is,
Yep,
and
yep.
I can go from there.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. So that's a 24 against her and a 22 against the Strider.
okay. This time she's gonna be tenacious because that. Oh no, I'm favored. I'm gonna re-roll that because that's.
Oh, well, do you want me to roll the damage first?
Go ahead.
No,
it's
go ahead
outstanding.
and spin all the all your possibilities first.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna blast her.
Yeah.
Here's hoping.
Yes, you're
24.
blasting her, and she doesn't want to take that. And son of a bitch, she has to.
Well, it was better, Mark.
Yeah.
You
that
put
was
another one on top of it.
Can you put another one on top of it?
Yeah, fine.
Or she goes down with grenades on her belt.
No. She's definitely gonna. Oh, wow. Okay.
So she goes down, and what is my effect on the Strider?
Hang on. Let me.
Because it would have been a -2, so that would have been a 22 against it.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
Have you rolled damage yet for the Strider?
No.
Not yet. Hang on.
I need to know if it's good or outstanding.
So let me scroll back up here and get that number.
It's
That
a
24.
22.
22 for
Strider, so it's a 22. That is you're one off of an outstanding.
Okay. And nobody has a supporter or anything like that out.
No.
No.
Okay. So I am going to just go on and accept that and.
Hold on. You want something? I can give you an action.
I can't trade. I've already spent my card.
Yeah. I'm not talking trademark. Trade.
Okay, sure. If you're going to leadership it over to me.
Yes, I will leadership it over to you. So let's see. I'll just play the action down for you. And
Okay.
in addition, let's see. Yeah. You're in the middle of combat. No, actually, you have a pretty strong defense, don't you? Here you go, Rod.
Yeah.
This is just for you. You can have this in your pool.
Thank you.
So that means I'm now outstanding against the strike.
Correct.
And Mark,
So
I am becoming
21 damage.
vulnerable for that, and then spending the shock to get rid of the vulnerability.
You know, you can wait to get rid of the vulnerability until someone's going to attack you.
21. That's the damage on the Strider.
Yeah, it's not great. I know it doesn't go through its armor.
Fair point. Mark,
Well,
I am
it's
very
17. So you got two shock.
Yeah, 2 more shock against
Here.
And who is going to be running for the next one?
I kind of was thinking I might, but my dex is kind of low. Excuse me.
Well, we got Mayu and Yamamura and Hanabai Ren and Aiden.
Well, Aiden can't. Hanubai Ren is better at it than I am, but if he's going to be too busy with other stuff, I'll have to try.
Aiden can, but he's going for A.
Yeah.
He's on his own track.
Yeah. Fair.
Plus, he's going to be driving, so.
I was going to attempt to run.
Okay. So then, since you're going to do that, I will prepare to run next round by enhancing my dexterity with some energize.
Okay.
And I would be a poor example if I did not tell everyone to do, if I did not do what I was telling everybody else to do. That was terrible. And I did that wrong. 16 is a good success. So I will be slightly energized for 3 rounds.
And remember to draw a card because
Any is the.
Yep, thank you.
That's correct.
Oh,
that's
and
so true. Thank you.
I have 3 rounds, and then after that, I will take some shock.
So, tell me what you want, Mark. I'm going to try to run this thing over and go to B.
So you're going to try and do what?
I'm going to use the van to hit the walker and go to B.
Okay, so you're going to try a collision.
Yes.
So you're attacking the Strider as you attempt step A. So we've got a combined action.
Right. So what would you like? Vehicle?
Yeah, land vehicles.
All right. Can we take a minus to
You're
that?
minus 2 because of maneuverability. It's very fast.
Okay. But to get the +2 for the size.
No, I've already figured that in. It's
Copy
minus
you.
4.
Copy you. Just making sure.
Yep.
All right. So there's that.
Nope.
I know.
You're short 2.
I'm playing possibility.
Okay.
Somebody said we needed to.
I don't know that need was the way that it was phrased, but it was
Strongly
certain.
suggested. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
How's that do for us?
Aiden got to be. Congratulations. And you got a 20 on the Strider, so that is going to be a good success. you're just driving a truck, a regular old truck.
Well, yeah, whatever the van is. Yeah, it's regular.
Yeah, it's, let me look that vehicle up. Land vehicles. So I don't have that built in.
Well, I mean, it's not like he expected it.
Aircraft.
Well, we had the special heavy armored discrete vehicle, right?
No.
No, we left that one
And
back at the
there we
base.
go. Chevy Suburban. You are a 12, and your toughness is a 15. So you deal 15
Plus a BD.
plus a BD. But you're also going to take 15 plus a BD. Oh, no, you take his toughness, don't you? If you drive offensively, that would have been good.
Alright, so I'll just
Make
roll a
sure
D6
about that.
for the BD. That's just a 2.
Oh, where's that? Help me out, somebody.
Crashing.
Yeah. Where is that? Oh, crap.
Oh,
That's like-
you drove into him.
Yes.
yeah, he rammed him.
133 collisions.
There we go. Ramming. So you got a good success. The defender takes 1 BD. Okay. Yeah. So you just do a BD to him. You don't take any. So you did 17 to him. So 2 more shock. So as you do that, you notice as you're looking out of you swerve into him and sideswipe him as you jet through the gates of the yard. You notice that as you jostle the Strider, that Adino's driver bashed his head against something in the cockpit and kind of slumps over the controls.
Alright, so it was enough to at least knock him, to shock him out.
So it would have seemed.
So shocked but not appalled. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm appalled now. That joke.
You're appalled.
That too.
All right, so that's Aiden, who is not trapped in the yard.
Nope, and
Yamamura and Mayu.
I will go ahead and try to get to the next step.
Okay.
And I already went. I energized.
Yes.
I was gonna say before you do, can I yell at those 2 guys that they should just go home?
Okay.
I am going to give them their step of consequence and persuade them to leave the battlefield by tricking them and hopefully getting an outstanding.
oh yeah, I need to draw a card.
Couple of security guards.
Yeah, the 2 who shot at me.
So what are you trying to do?
I'm doing my talking trick, which is trying to trick them.
7. Okay, 7's your target number, so you got to get a 17.
I will be favored because there are consequences to attacking me.
I was gonna say that's a little short. That's a little shorter.
All right. Clearly, they don't care. That's fine. Now we can run.
Or you can get it in.
I'm gonna spend.
Do you have a brother named Kylo?
No.
I mean, it's the mask thing, you know.
See, that would be the other thing, is for,
There we go.
if we did one of these and we all started fresh characters, we're all siblings, but we all got transformed to different cosms.
That would be interesting.
Just when Aiden catches up, they leave it.
Can we all be dwarf with different spellings, phonetic spellings of the same
No,
name?
no.
That's been done. Come up with a new shtick.
Hey, but some shticks are so good that they can be done in different
Yep. Yep.
Okay, fair.
Does that mean I got to come up with some sort of character that's just a friend of theirs?
I'm not running that one. I'm not running that one. I'm playing that one. I'm not running that one. Somebody else gets stuck with that bullshit.
No, I got a character that's befriended half of that family that he's talking about.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not running that. Lehman can run that shit.
No, I have a home game where one of the characters' names is you. So when I'm like, it's you's turn, or you're up. Ah!
No, we need to do the old Abbott and Costello thing.
Oh, there are all
Yes.
kinds of ways to do that. All right, so that's all of you. No, so it's my turn. Gearhead howls in rage and says, "I must do everything myself," and he disappears below, out of the cupola. He's no longer exposed. And you see a body come flying out of the vehicle as he multi-actions to make his
Right, I just had to put the names out. And weren't they all the same thing? Were they all like clerics or something?
Oh, no. We were all dwarves. We were just different. Most of us were clerics, yes.
Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, no. I'm favored. That's right. I'm favored. I'm going to be favored. There we go.
Hey, this just helps me trying to hit him.
No, just move the character, not the whole board.
No, you're only -2 because your
Right,
group
but I'm
moved to
gonna stay
C.
next to him because
Yes,
still going to be attacking.
you're still only -2 because you're only a step away.
Right.
She's down. Penelope. She does not chase you. Kana's done, so I can close that one. He's done. Unless I'm gonna keep him just in case. Penelope. I'm gonna try that. So, Aiden, what is your will mind?
Okay, I'm screwed. My will mind's a 5.
Okay, so I'm going to take a -4 on this because I'm compelling you to ram that tree head on at top speed.
Okay.
You have a mind of what? A will mind of 5?
Yep.
Okay.
Unless
so
I
you
need to roll to defend against it.
So,
No.
that's a good point. Is that a
Contested?
against a reality rated? Is that a contest?
You mean compelling voice?
Yeah, is it
might be.
contested?
Let's go look that up.
If the target is reality rated, the test is instead a contest of telepathy versus willpower or spirit.
Ooh, that's even better.
Compelling voice?
Mm-hmm.
You're reading that out
Last
of the
paragraph on page 50.
on the Pan Pacifica book?
Yep.
Huh, okay. So I got it set up as will mind. It's will spirit, my bad.
No. The original thing is will mind, but trying to resist as a reality rated, it goes to willpower spirit for some reason.
Okay. So go ahead. You got to set me a DN. So you get to. Well, it's pretty good.
Can I add a possibility of that?
Absolutely.
Can I ask a quick question?
You can ask.
After Robert went and looked, so it looks like compelling voice normally has a -4 built into it, and then it goes to a -8 when you're telling them to do something that endangers their life.
Okay.
Might that possibly, hopefully, be a 9? meaning Dan might not need to spend additional resources.
Well,
Right,
yeah, but I
because
get
it
to,
is hard.
I still get to spend on mine. So
Before he went.
Dan Dan has the foreknowledge, which normally he doesn't, of what I'm going to roll. But you can stop when you want, Dan. That's up to you. It is 4 less. It's a 9.
I'll
And
spend
you
it.
know I'm reality rated.
Yeah, I'll spend it. Yeah, it's only 17. Might be enough.
Is that our final answer?
Yeah, it's the final answer that I can do right now.
All right, she's absolute spending. And I will adjust her. It's a -8. Submit. Last roll was an 18. Okay, I do not succeed. So you don't have to crash your car.
Well, I will crash it, just not in the tree she asked me to.
Not because she asked me to.
I mean, I'm still behind a wheel and there's still a walker around.
I don't know that they could get out of the yard, but we're going to try. They did not get out of the yard. So we're going to go ahead and do the security shots again. They're going to be -3. Let's see, you're 2, 1, 2, -4, -6. So my U, no, -5, my bad, -5. My U.
Surprisingly, no.
We'll just take him off the board. Pavo. No.
Nope.
Aiden. New. Hanubai Ren. Not the cousin of Kylo Ren. Yamura. They didn't really want to shoot you anyway because they like you. And Bjorn. No. Okay. They're probably not an issue. And security sergeant is long bursting at the truck because truck. You're only 2 away, but I got to get a fence in between me, so -4. Yeah, -4. But I'm +4, so it's a wash. Submit. Where'd it go? What's an 11 on your
On
I
me?
got the truck here, don't I?
I mean, you got the truck, so I don't know.
I think it's a miss.
Unless you tell me what page, I can look it up.
That's on vehicles in the
150.
standard in the core book.
160 something. What'd you say we're driving?
Chevy Suburban. Oh, dumbass, keep going.
That's aircraft. That's not it.
There we go. Chevy Suburban is fast 12 missed. Okay.
Missed the page.
Actually, but I get a plus. No, I get a minus, so whatever. Moving on. You missed. That gets all of me. Cards and pools.
Oh, there it is.
So I go back to, you only get to do that mental thing to the card this round. I go back to my regular card this round, correct?
Yes.
Then Pablo, did you failed, so.
Oh, I failed it, yeah.
Okay, so I just get to go with this card. Time for action! Heroes will go first. Proved actions are attack and trick. There's an A and a C on the card. Crap.
I'm stuck here.
Okay, I'm still going after this Strider, so. And I'll go and put the full -4 in this time since I'm not doing 2 different people. And I'm not going to spend any resources on trying to get that.
I'm waiting for this interesting card play from Mayu, but I haven't seen it yet.
No, because
we got to go
nobody,
away.
yeah, nobody spent to 0.
Oh, well, do you need me to go to 0?
I mean, if you want me to play my card, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Then I will go on and spend a possibility, and
It's the only reason I'm not moving into melee combat.
yeah. -4. So a result of a 12, I don't think I hit.
You're one short.
Yeah, and unless somebody has another action or something, but then I'm just doing shock to him.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I get adrenaline.
Well, here, I will try to.
Or do you want a drama card?
Oh, actually, I would
You
take
can
the
also
drama card.
you
Drama
can also
start?
make
Okay.
after I play it next round, and when you start out higher, right? Because right now you're putting cards on a low resource.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
on a roll.
So next round we'll do it.
Okay.
And actually, it's still lower because it's actually a -6, not a minus.
4.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not going to spend any more resources.
Yeah, and since he has not gotten to us yet, I will go ahead and prepare a telekinetic strike for the future. So, I'm almost certainly going to put a possibility on it. Oof, wow, that's... screw it. I said I'm going to do the thing, so I'll put the possibility on it. Alright, so that is outstanding. So I now have 2 effects. One has 2 rounds left, and then the second one has 3 rounds. I am done.
And concentrating, I assume?
Nope, they are both duration.
Okay.
When the duration ends, I go, oh, I'm tired.
I've never done that one for that very reason, because I don't want to be tired.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to be outstanding on the energized, but look, as long as we don't have to go too far, I'll be okay.
Okay, so that's Mayu?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Anybody else want to take shots at the vehicle?
I'm not. I can't affect the vehicle.
It's the who's going to hit C.
Well, I can't go for B, so I have to stick where I'm at and do an attack.
Well, the Strider, your head piloting the Strider is on your step.
Yep. So I will drive by, hang a pistol out the window, and fire at it. Let's see. That should be this one. High or low, I guess, for Bjorn? Or is it big enough that I can miss him?
No, Bjorn is in combat, so which one do you want? High or low?
High 8 this time.
I'm sorry that you're hitting Bjorn.
Okay.
Roll your attack.
Isn't that the 50-50 that he could be hitting Born?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's 50-50. So we'll put /R D2. A 1 is the Strider, a 2 is Bjorn. Yep, you're hitting Bjorn. How's a 10 on your dodge, Bjorn?
No, you don't hit me.
Good. I'm not going to add nothing to it.
Pew, 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 pew. Bjorn gives you a little stink eye over the shoulder. I'm not a dwarf. You don't shoot me in the back of the head.
That's why I missed.
That was Aiden. Who's next?
I will try and do my thing. I'm gonna go at the maintenance person, or not the maintenance, but the warehouse agent manager.
The jungle is getting really, really thick as the path kind of wanders and meanders, and you figure if you complete step C, you'll no longer be able to shoot at them, and they're not moving out of the yard coming after you. They won't shoot at you either.
When you say complete step C, would that include hey, you've moved into the living land?
No, you move down the path of the road so much that the jungle that's it's not a road, a straight road like we build. The path has meandered enough to where the interposing leaves
Trees
and
and
branches
stuff,
no longer
yeah.
provide a line of sight for you to your target, and you can't shoot at them anymore.
Okay.
That's fine. I will still try to make sure that she can't snipe. She can't shoot at us.
Who are we shooting at? What are we doing?
I am going to do my talkie thing to the warehouse manager.
Security sergeant?
Yeah.
Or are you referring to the
Are you talking about
dispatch?
Penelope?
Yeah.
I was talking about Kanaya Oki.
She's gone.
She's out.
Okay. Okay, then Penelope's fine.
Now she's reality rated. You're not gonna take her out with an outstanding
That's fine.
success.
I can still slime her.
You can absolutely do that. This is on her trick.
Yes.
That is a good success. You're 2 off of an outstanding.
That's fine. I will leave it where it is. She can just be one of each, and I will spend a point of shock and draw a card.
Now by Ren, Bjorn, Pavel.
Hanumai,
I think I've already gone this round.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
Are you going to try to go to step C, Lehman?
I was thinking about it.
Yeah. I still have to connect.
But yeah.
That's fine.
Why don't you roll that reconnect and let's see.
Well, I'll go first then. I just didn't want to throw it out there. Let's see. Should be fine now. Well, at the 12, and then I can drop an action and make the 14th.
Yes.
So I'll reconnect.
Why don't you use possibility?
Because I'm disconnected.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking
There would be that.
Yeah, there would be an issue.
All right, and then you know what? What am I going to do here?
You're busy on Saturday, aren't you, Rod?
That depends on your answer. Your most recent was maybe.
Yeah, it's looking like maybe not. We'll see.
I'm going to go for the foreshadow and let Ruby friend.
I gotta find out when Michelle gets up tonight.
Let's do this. Boop.
Ooh.
That's a better result. And since I know what's going to happen, I'm going to drop that possibility like it's hot.
21's not an outstanding result.
It's a DN 16.
Oh, dude, yeah. Drop the possibility. Yeah, wow. DN 16, that's brutal.
Yeah, the precog is.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. So I get 3 cards and I can discard 1 and rearrange.
Okay, so can you take them or do I have to deal them to you?
You're going to have to deal them to me.
Alright, deal. So you get 3?
Correct.
And that goes to Pavel. There you go.
Correct. Thank you.
Alright, that's Pavel.
I've done nothing.
Hanabai. Nope.
What's your DC?
13.
Or 13, sorry.
Okay, well, the adrenaline's not going to help you.
There you go.
Alright, I've got cards set and they'll be ready.
You never did your up thing, Jim.
It wasn't an up, it was a favorite thing.
Whatever. You know
I did. No, I tried. It was the round I failed. I rolled horribly twice.
Oh, that's right. You did do your up thing.
I rolled
right.
a 97 on
Yep.
2 attempts, so it balanced.
All right. Let's see. That's all of you. And now you have successfully distanced yourself from everybody.
I will. I'll play the law of hope now, since we've reached the end of that round. Before things get away from us, since at least one person is empty, to let everyone refresh possibilities. So I need 2, please.
Who wishes me to immediately refresh their possibilities? All right. So.
And don't we go up to 4?
You go up. You go to your regular refresh, with probably 3, unless you have either of the perks that
Prodigy. 3. Yeah.
Yeah, those are not cards.
If I can
there's Pobbles. Aiden needs to.
Oh, I went on and grabbed them, so don't put it in the 8 for me.
I'll take these 2.
See, and this is why things.
Yes.
Get your possibilities. I'm tired of catering to you people.
All right, so go ahead and draw them.
Yeah, up to your max.
And then I'll discard that there.
It does say you may, so you don't have to.
Hunted by Red, you want to draw 1.
I think I will.
Yeah. The reason it says may is if anyone's technically over, they're not required to go down.
What do you mean you need a possibility? Are you waiting on me?
I'm afraid he's muted.
Oh yes, I have been talking and
Nobody's heard a word. There you go. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Good. Okay. All right. So let's see. I can't use my gear thrower anymore. Gearhead doesn't have the ability to do anything. Can't get a card.
But he can try to move it.
Well, you can't move out of B.
No, I can't.
Oh, that's right, he can't.
That's what I will do. Okay. I did my thing, and that's all of me because all of those guys are gone. Go ahead and play cards in your pools. Pavel, if you will hand me a card, please.
Boop. There's her.
Boop. Over the top. Ah, see, I never even had a chance. Heroes will go first, and they are up. Your actions are Intimidate and Taunt. There's an A and a D on the card. I feel relatively certain that chase is going to be over, but because you're up, and people like to do.
If you don't mind, I've had 2 rounds of prepping. I wouldn't mind attacking. If no one minds.
I'm just going to hand wave this, and we're just going to call it here.
Oh, of course. When I get ready.
I want to see Rod roll dice.
Hey, Rod.
Yeah.
That's your 1.
Here comes, please.
Okay.
For all that is holy.
But to get back here to attack the machine, I'd have to take a -4, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So I'll do that, and I'll make it an all-out attack to offset that. That work?
Okay. It's a -2 because it's very fast, but it's also large. So normally -4, but it's large, so it's -2. So you're -2 total. Maneuverability and speed.
Oh, the maneuverability is its speed is +4.
So you get a -4 on that.
Okay. So
but because it's large, it's a -2.
And the up. Last roll was a 7. We don't have another glory, right?
No, I think some weird Akasha just threw it away.
Only understood.
Nice. Well done, Jim. Well done.
How does a 22 look?
It looks like it could have been more, but you're caution. Oh, that's fantastic. 22, you're 1 off and outstanding.
Anyone have a basic bonus?
I have an adrenaline.
I have a supporter.
Supporter would work.
How are you supporting
Let's
him?
fight the adrenaline. He's yelling, "Get up!"
Anubis, guide your hand.
How are you attacking? Your unarmed attack?
Yes, I'm charging in.
Oh, and you played your card, so I don't get to swap that for a Nile Empire Cosm card.
That's why I was planning on doing it.
Oh,
Or I was
okay.
worried he'd get to us, and there was a 50-50 shot it would go away, and then everyone would be like looking at me like, "You suck." You're not wrong.
They're not wrong. All right.
And hold on, I'll give you this coup de grace since I got it, and see if we can damage that. Of course. So 30 damage to that machine and whoever's in it.
Do you have any AP?
No. So that's
Oh, so that's
it's
going to be
fine.
2 wounds
Seven-
and
yeah,
4 shock.
I just wanted to see how much damage can I finally get, because I've been waiting a long time to do this.
All right, so so as you smash this, you jar the vehicle enough that the same way that the Adinos guy knocked his head in the cockpit, your head bashes his head and he kind of slumps over the controls and the machine whirs to a halt.
Okay.
It's well, excuse me.
Do you
it's
have a
still-
gas stick?
No, it's still, he slumped over the controls and it's still going down the path because
Yeah.
we're still in a chase.
Yeah.
So he has slumped
And
over
then-
the controls and it's going balls to the wall down the path.
And I am going to try to kill this machine.
It looks battered.
Yeah. I mean, can we stop it this way by beating it into submission?
So you're kind of in a chase still, but yeah, if you beat it into submission, yes.
Okay.
You said it took 2 wounds, right?
It did take 2 wounds.
So just give it 1 more, and it's not moving
That's
anyway.
what I'm hoping, because it already has 3 wounds against
Well, I
it.
mean, technically, everybody
No, it
but
only
me
has
is
2.
can finish
No,
the
I gave it
D.
a wound early. I gave it a wound in the first round I attacked it.
Oh, okay, then we're out of, then it shudders to a halt.
Okay.
At Mayu's blow, because I didn't have it marked as a wounded. Yeah, and the chase is over. Let's see, is that?
I'll pull the van up next to it so you can load the crate in the back of the van.
Yes.
Oh, and Pavel, I'll take that too if you don't mind.
I have rocket
What
I was going to bring to you. Here.
I know. I'm just
What
gonna
is
put it here with
in
you.
this crate?
Are we opening the crate?
Let's not open that crate. Not here.
I close my eyes.
Hound of our End's seen this movie.
But I will move it over.
He's from Nile. He's lived this movie.
Oh,
And
should we leave him alive?
Oh, yes.
we could take him into custody, can't we? Turn him over to Delphi Council.
Sure.
Well, technically we assaulted him, so I don't know how that will work out.
We might.
Fine, tie him to a tree and we'll leave him out here in the wild. Does anybody got any
Well,
honey?
no.
Until we get further into the living lands, then there's better chance dinosaurs.
Well, there you go. We'll drag him in the living lands. We'll tie him to a tree, cover him in, animal blood, and just walk off.
Why are we going in living land? We are fine here. We find out
Okay,
what's in
so who? Okay, Bjorn. So are you opening the crate?
No, they said not to, so I.
Okay, well, who's that? Who's got the crate?
I am going to move it. I will. If anyone wants to help me,
I will. I can help you. if you wish, or I can open it if you are worried about doing so.
Is anybody else
Oh no, they
near the crate?
decided not to. So.
Oh, Aiden's driving the
I don't
van that he
open
pulled
it.
up next to it, so I mean, I don't know how close you're wanting to know.
You got to be within 5 meters.
Then yes, Aiden's within 5 meters, I'm sure, with the
Do
van.
you have a Cosm card?
I do.
Okay.
I would also be within 5 meters.
Within 5 meters, we're probably
all of us.
there.
I don't
Okay,
think any of us are
so
running away from it.
let's see. Mayu's played his. Pavel, do you have a Cosm card?
Yes, I do.
You still have a Cosm card.
Okay.
Aiden. Aiden, drop your Cosm card to the table.
Not a problem. There it is.
Go ahead and grab that Nile Empire Cosm card. Oh, wait, because we had a problem. Recall.
And we're out of combat, so go ahead and do that.
Shuffle. Okay, go ahead and draw a Nile Empire Cosm card, Aiden. Hanubai Ren / you have a Cosm card, right?
Yes.
You still do.
Okay, that's not too bad, I guess.
Yamamuro,
Inevitable returns. Anybody's curious.
you're good. And Bjork. Bjork. You're good.
Well,
You already did you. You already did you.
I will go on and open this thing. I don't mind.
All right.
I will help you.
Excellent.
I will close my eyes.
We open the crate.
Okay, so the crate.
We've all getting
I
technical.
gotta edit that because you don't know you don't know him yet. So as you open it, you discover that the wood has these red and blue veins of sap running through it, and it's packed with the traditional little straw packing, and there are these little that thing in the back of that Adinos guy's head. There's about, I don't know, 24 of them in here. The crates got, it says U.S. government property, top secret Army intel, do not open. It happens to have, hang on a second. You can tell that somehow the way that this crate was built, it's functioning as a Nile Empire talisman. It does seem to be imbued with some possibility energy, and it seems to be oriented towards keeping the contents connected to whatever reality it's native to, in this case Nile Empire. It has 3 possibilities. Tapping difficulty is 15, and if you want to use it as an eternity shard, you have to have faith of some kind to be able to tap it.
Cute.
But it can only be spent to enhance, activate, or boost actions or powers or abilities supported by Nile Empire axioms or world laws. Law of action may not be invoked merely to boost a random action such as attacking with a cyber papal energy weapon, but it could be used to free a grappled or bound hero as part of a multi-action.
So if somebody had pulp powers, they could use them for pulp power type stuff, or?
Absolutely.
Damn, too bad I am from Akasha and we do not believe in faith. It's guess who has pulp powers.
This crate is large. It can be carried, but it's difficult for one person. It's very cumbersome for one person to carry, and it's heavy.
We'll just make straps on it and put it on Bjorn.
that will be very, very cumbersome to Bjorn.
Well,
He'll be very stymied
Yeah.
if he's carrying it by himself.
Well, why don't we put in truck and?
Oh, it's in the
drive?
truck. I was just being.
We put,
You absolutely can put it in the back of the van if you
put
want
in
to.
truck and
Yeah.
we go because we got intel. Yes, that is what we were getting,
Yes.
and we
Well,
have these
you
things.
don't really have any intel on. You haven't answered much of the question yet.
No, we
Well,
just assaulted some people and stole their crate.
Well, we also need to but we also need to find this complex. that
Well,
they
he was
are.
clearly going somewhere.
Is there any sort of map or anything that he had, or in here?
No one's looked.
Person?
There you go.
I'll-
Oh, let's go
in-
ahead and take a look.
In the cockpit of the Strider, there is some kind of. It looks like it's a built into the dash, some kind of a. It's not a screens per se, but it's like this circular. Looks like one of those radar thing of lights, and it looks like there's a dot flashing in the distance, and then there's a center dot, and that dot is kind of. It looks like that's the indicator of go here kind of thing, and it comes in closer, and you're on the last ring before you marry up with the dot, meaning it looks like you're close.
Oh, we go to dots. Yes. It
I
makes sense.
do not know where that is, but I will follow your lead.
Anybody mechanically inclined?
Oh, sure, I got
Really?
this. Can I undo the radar? Undo the radar?
No, I was gonna say, can we fix it to use it, and have somebody follow in the van?
I'm taking it with us. I'm gonna try to.
Well,
undo
it's
it.
built into the console. It's not like you can't. It's part of the vehicle. You're not going to be able to pull it out.
I cannot take with us. It is part of the vehicle.
Can you fix the
You
vehicle?
need a mechanic. You need to be a mechanic to get. Given the damage that Mayu caused and Bjorn caused to this thing, you need to be a mechanic to get the legs squared
So,
away again, so
I'll
you can
just-
drive it.
So in the cockpit, I'll just kind of look to where it's pointing and go. We go that way.
It seems to be indicating continuing on down this path.
We go down path.
We just strap it to the roof of the van. We'll go that way.
Will the
Yeah,
van fit on this path? Was the van fitting on here? I would guess so. This wall.
Yeah. You're still in core Earth.
Yeah, so let's throw the crate in the back of the van and put this. Bjorn, you and I will put this thing on top of the van and use that and tell that one which way to drive.
What are we doing with Gearhead?
Tying him to a tree and leaving him, I guess.
Well, no, tie him up. We can drop him off with Poor Earth later.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, y'all didn't want to kill him, so.
Well,
Okay.
I mean,
Kill him.
I don't know. Was there a vote on that? I didn't catch a vote on that.
Can we disarm him? I
Well,
don't know
Bjorn's
about
got an
that.
axe. It's easy enough to do.
Yeah, well, sure. But does he have any, does he have like a ray gun or I don't know what he has?
He does. He has a rather large wrench, and by rather large wrench, it's a big ass wrench.
We're
In a
trying to take this
holster.
wrench.
Yeah.
It's just my recent time in the Isle has taught me that sometimes a dead enemy is just better than a living.
Sometimes a dead
And
enemy
I'm
is
saying that
a
right
living one.
next to our
Yellow.
Pan Pacifica Free. Our Pan Pacifica monk.
Your Monk of Palin.
Wouldn't it be
Yeah.
better to enslave him and make him work for us?
It does appear that he has a ray gun of some kind that looks like a miniature version of the heavy weapon that's attached to the Strider.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that's gonna get stripped from him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading the gear thrower as the big one. My bad. He just has the big ass wrench.
Oh, big ass wrench.
Yeah, he just has a big ass wrench.
Which we can easily take.
Yeah,
Yes.
so you make sure he is disarmed.
All
Hey,
right,
maybe I can
are
use
we
the-
taking him with us?
I mean, we can. He's unconscious.
I mean, yeah,
Maybe with all we found the guy here, and he said to take him here.
I was gonna say, because if
So
we're not, we
that-
could take a
this
picture
comes
of him
back
with
to
his
the original question. What are we doing with Gearhead?
hog tying him up, I guess, and throwing him in the van.
Yep.
Yeah. Throw him in the back.
Okay.
Subjugate him later.
Subjugate him later.
Remove his mask.
Oh, that's pretty rude.
Hannah Byron, you cool with that? Unmasking?
Sure, find out who the villain is.
I mean, they never unmask them in all of the pulps. Somehow the mask always stays on.
Yeah, that's. I've always had a problem with that. Yeah, we just take the mask off. At least we know who he is, and we know that the mask ain't got some special properties that'll help him get untied. You guys know more about those mask fuck people than I
Alright, so
do.
he's in the back of the. I need to check his mask since it's not on anymore. Alright, he's in the back of the van, tied up, unconscious.
Hey, isn't that like the janitor or something? Didn't you guys see him?
If it wasn't for the
Meddling Storm Knights, that's right. Let's see. You know about that. Okay, so let's see. Let me make a note real quick. You.
Defeated
Of the battle. Let's see. All. Now, Naoki. There we go. All right. So we're gonna do the card thing.
and 5 cards is correct.
No, 4 cards.
We had glory.
Glory.
That's right. Yeah, we have 4.
5 cards.
So,
My bad. 5 cards.
Fire with this crate carrying with us.
If you are within 5 meters of the crate, so yeah, you're in the van. You're at 6 cards.
Sweet.
So we need to draw up then.
Yeah, this means we're gonna lose one soon, but in the meantime,
It's an extra card for a bit.
yeah.
well, that, but also it means driving through the living lands, we're actually still in the Nile Empire. So we are not necessarily going to disconnect from just driving.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
Something else.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yes.
Hey, no
Yeah.
cribbing my lines.
All will be well.
All would be well.
I'm cribbing your lines because you're here.
Yeah, all right, fair.
Aiden,
Yes.
would you like a precision before we get started on this card changing thing?
Yes.
Sure, I'll take a precision. What would you like?
Well, we are already in the card changing thing, so
Oh,
no swapping cards.
Oh, never mind then.
okay.
Fine.
Well,
Yeah, what?
I am. Well, does anyone have to get down to 5? Yes. No. 6.
No, we're all at 6.
No,
We're all
You're
at
all at 6.
So I'm discarding this, and hopefully it appears. There it goes. For anyone that would like to pick it up in exchange.
Yeah, so we're recycling at this point.
I think I'm good with what I got. But I will say, if anybody gets an Inspire, it might be a good idea to play it.
No other card swaps or recycles. I'm surprised. Only one. All right, so precision's going away in 3, 2, 1, gone. All right, so following the path with the van gets us to. Your group comes around a bend in a road, and the asphalt opens up into a wide parking lot. In the middle of that parking lot, you see a raised concrete platform with several semi-trailers backed up to it, but no trucks attached or in sight. concrete platform is covered in a simple sheet metal pole barn roof, leaving the platform open underneath. Several piles of crates, palletized for shipping, can be seen sitting under the pole barn. However, something seems amiss that you can't quite put your finger on until you look up. Directly over the pole barn roof, you can see the air swirl and churn slightly. Every now and then, the atmosphere shimmers with red and blue heat waves, then goes clear again. There is no storm here, but the concrete platform and roof have been constructed on the boundary of core earth and the living land, with half on this side and the other half on that side. And that is where, if you need to take a break, we will take a break so that we can. Well, we're only 27 minutes away. We're half an hour, so no break.
I'm gonna drop an inspire. Inspire us all. Hey, we got this. It's fine. See, I am dressed for living land. We are fine.
So, Mark,
Yes.
you might as well give us 3, because I'm going to drop a master plan, play it again, drop another master plan, and play it again.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, I did say if somebody gets an inspire.
He did.
That shift fate helped because that I think gave a lot of people a lot of cards, didn't it?
It did.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. That really shifted fate.
Damn. Oh, who's short? Yawamura. Jim. It's always Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was looking to make sure my dog was okay. But, alright. Good.
And since we
Alright.
switched scenes, our shock should be going away, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was starting to get full there.
All right, what are you doing?
Do we see anybody?
You do not.
I think we should pull in and see what happens. See who comes out.
That is a good idea.
I'll pull towards whatever looks like the front of the building, I guess.
Okay, it really is. So this image is kind of misleading. It's the best I could find. It's really a concrete platform, just like a block. It's about 4 or 5 feet tall at dock height, so that if you backed a truck up to it, you could run a pallet jack in and out if you had a dock plate in to bridge the gap, right? And the pole barn extends over the entirety of the concrete and about half of what would be the truck body, so that if it were raining, it would keep the rain off of anybody working at the back end of the truck. As you're backing in, you notice that this side, in the core earth side, it is a poured concrete construction, exactly what you would expect. The pole barn roof looks pretty much like what you see here, but where the boundary comes through the roof of the pole barn, that concrete platform seems to transform, and it looks like a lava flow came and married up with the poured concrete smooth deck of the core side, and it's still smooth on the living land side, but it's got some gentle undulation. So you could run a pallet jack or something like that with a load of goods onto the lava side, and it would still roll. And you can see some palletized goods on that side. In fact, you can actually see a couple of very crude wagons on that side that look like what you would expect the living land populace, that crude wagon wheel bound with rough-hewn wood, and rough poles with bark on them coming up out of the backside. But you don't really see anything hitched to the wagon, though it clearly has a shaft coming out of the front where something much larger than a horse is designed to be hitched to the wagon. So, what are we doing?
Let's get down to the vehicle.
Okay.
Pavel's gonna get out of the vehicle and start kind of poking around.
Pavel, why don't you give me a find roll, DN10, sir?
I like find rolls.
Is that your final answer?
We can make it better.
You can. Are you going to?
You know what? We are going to.
Ooh, look at you.
No modifier. Last roll was a 9.
Got possibilities of pocket burning a hole in it.
Ooh, there we go.
That's an outstanding result. So as you get out, you locate what appears to be some obsidian knives and a stick that has an obsidian edge strapped to it. That you kind of swing it around, and it might be used as a sort of a sword. Those knives are sharp, like really sharp, like strength +3 sharp, but they're obsidian glass with the haft that's been bound with a leather thong, so they're probably pretty brittle. And that sword seems to have a strength +5 damage to it, but again, it's pretty brittle stuff. And so both of those weapons have what's called the obsidian property, which I will post for you.
Does anyone need from Lost and Found? This is Lost. I found it. We can use it.
Let's see. You also find a small 1-quart leather hide Boda bags filled with some kind of it smells foul. You're not sure what it is. There's 6. Coincidentally, 1 per storm night. Gee, isn't that neat how that works out?
Hey, I found lunch.
You also find a small foam-lined plastic box with several unmarked auto ejectors in them. And a window on the shaft of the injector shows a glass vial inside holding a strange liquid that shimmers like oil on water, flashing red and blue. There are 6.
An injector, you say?
An auto injector.
I'll look it over.
Sheer caution, right? Cautions have a high-tech axiom.
They do. I'm not smart, but they do.
Well, so you've seen these before. These are things that when someone needs to, when a doctor prescribes something that they need to, they hand them this, and you just take the cap off, push it against your leg, and pop a button, and it injects. You don't have to find a vein, intermuscular, blah blah blah.
And what was the other thing we found? 6 bags of what?
Boda bags of some kind of noxious liquid.
This is red and blue liquid in these auto syringes.
Yes, they are. It shimmers like oil on water inside the liquid, but you can see these little red and blue strands kind of. They don't actually travel like electricity, but because of the way that the material shimmers, it almost seems like you can see it flowing and moving through the liquid itself.
Are there any notes around here about what these are?
Nope.
Can we detect anything kind of from reality coming from it? Because you did say blue and red. I don't know if there's any sense there.
I did. If you'd like to give me a reality roll.
Sure. I will.
You just want one roll, or does it matter?
You know what?
One roll looks like it's good enough.
Give me a not reality. Well, okay, I'll give you that, but I need an evidence analysis.
I'll give you the evidence analysis. No.
You're too fascinated by the oily, shimmery liquid.
I am. That's all I care about. This stuff is so rare, and everyone here seems to have it. It's just amazing.
It seems like from from what you've seen some doctors do some things in Akasha and whatnot, and this it might be something that could help you connect to your own reality better. It seems like it would be good for something like that.
Yeah, I'll hand it to somebody else.
Anybody else want to try an evidence analysis?
Sure, I'll give it a go.
Your DM is 10.
Can I help him?
Sure.
I will.
Not super helpful, but okay.
Let me see if I can help you two. I doubt I do. But yes, no, I do not help you. But you did not need our help.
That is a standard success. You're 2 off a good.
Would you like
hold
to,
on.
I can try.
Everybody's like, oh, we're flush with cards and possibilities. Wait.
Wait, hold on. I think I have a supporter. Yes, I
have
do.
a supporter.
Well, I have 2 willpowers, and supporter can.
Cross a supporter.
Okay, I was gonna say the supporter can support anything, but I'll take that willpower back then.
Yeah.
Okay, so that gets us a good success.
A 16. Yeah, it's not worth putting multiple cards on.
No.
Okay, so we're going to go with a good success. So the obsidian knives are super sharp as scalpels can probably lay somebody open. The liquid in the leather bag seems to have some kind of an antitoxin property to it. And the auto injectors seem to be, now that you're paying more attention to the application and whatnot, they seem to be maybe an anti-venom. As you test the knives on some things, they do cut in surgical. If you're using them to cut in a surgical fashion, that test will be favored. The antitoxin bags, let's see. So Yamamori, you read about the living land and you heard about this creature called a soba that has a poisonous bite, and in the description of the venom of that creature, it seems to be, the things that you read seem to marry up really well with what you're seeing in this Boda bag.
How many knives do we find?
6.
Okay.
Let's see. And you kind of already knew this, but you absolutely confirm that anti-venom auto injector is definitely countering something that has to do with reality and the severing of reality.
They feel reconnected.
So what are we doing with all of the goodness? We've got 3. We got an obsidian sword, 3 obsidian knives, 6 Boda bags of antitoxin, and 6 auto injectors. What are we doing with all of that?
Say 1 for 1 for those items.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take one of the knives.
Well, it's too bad you have 1 knife left, yes? As I'm holding one of the knives of the sword. Finders keepers, yes? Here, Yamura, you need like a knife for surgical things, right? In case you need to cut something?
I do not need material possessions.
Anybody here trained in
I
medicine?
do not need a knife.
Anyone trained in medicine?
No.
All right. How many are left? 4?
1 knife left.
Oh, only 1? Oh, okay. I thought there were 6 total.
Because there were 3 daggers and 1 of the swords.
Oh, okay. You said 6. Okay.
There's 6 of the other things.
6.
Yeah, I knew there were 6 of those. I thought there were 6 daggers too.
3 daggers, 1 sword,
Mhm.
6 bags of anti-venom, antitoxin, and
All right. Well, I mean,
6 injectors.
I'll take the other knife. It can come in handy for something.
Yeah, see, I am now outfitted for living land going out. Hey, is that the gearhead guy? Is he awake?
Not
He
yet.
seems to still be. So, are you checking on him?
I'll check on them.
Yeah.
Okay, the bonds that you had that were tied up around him are cut and lying in the floor of the van, and Gearhead is nowhere to be seen.
What?
He was in the Nile Empire reality, and we weren't watching.
Exactly.
I had thought of that out of character, but I'm from Akasha. I'm the silly Akasha through a glory, so there was no way I was going to know that. Point.
What
This is
happened
why
to-
sometimes
Aw.
they're just to kill.
And
You-
I,
your head
from
guy's
I'll
done.
act very, very shocked.
He snuck around Crate. Oh, that is no fair. We get no information from him. All right.
Well, we got his mask.
You do have his mask.
Someone made a nemesis without drawing a nemesis card.
That might be all of you.
So what's the tech axiom for those knives?
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something stupid low.
Yeah. Do I have the knives written up? Hang on. Let me see.
And
what
would
I
they
got
just be
in
like basic daggers or something? Or no, you said shurikens. It's like
The
3
these
plus
knives are
strength.
Strength plus 3. The sword strength plus 5.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, and then I posted the obsidian property in the
yeah.
chat.
I copied and pasted all that in here.
All right. Let's see. So we were divvying all of that stuff up, and as you guys are pushing that stuff around, you hear this loud thrumming noise coming from over the pole barn, and some things emerge and fly at you.
Oh no. I got a card for you if you need it. So I've got since I got cards. What are they
Is,
talking about?
And we're going to call it there because this combat's going to take a minute, and that will be a good cliffhanger because we've got Nile Empire shit going on. As these wasps, and these wasps, they are fairly good sized.
Do they look like they got anybody on their backs?
Yeah, little riders.
No. Remember, those riders hang down. They're crashed by. They're hanging down.
There are no riders on these.
That's good. I'll tell you why when we're off stream. Why that's good, Mark.
Okay. So
Ew.
okay. Nasty looking sucker. All right. So if you want to see what happens next, come join us next Wednesday for some more TORGanized play. If you can't wait till Wednesday, we have a Consequences of Chaos D&D 5th edition game on Friday that Robert runs for us. And of course we have our Vampire the Masquerade game, The Kindred of Savannah, that I run on Sunday night. So you got all sorts of options to check us out and see what we're doing. So let's go ahead and don't forget we're in this adventure called Life Together. So please keep that golden rule in mind and treat those out there that are around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And if you want to follow the other golden rule, he who has a gold makes the rules. No, he has a gold can share it with others and help them out. Right? No? Is that how it works?
Subscribe to that philosophy.
No.
He's from New York. He doesn't give shit away.
Anyway, thank you for joining us. Have yourselves a good week.